I'm here. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a couple of minutes because I'm late, and I'm going to set things up. I want to see if I can recreate yesterday's reading somehow today because of the trollers who ooh, we've got somebody coming to join us. Hold on. The vultures are appearing. Ha 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 ha. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Hello. They think they're going to keep a light worker down. They got another thing coming, right? I'm going to, I'm holding on to the, I've got this battery backup and I've got Sandy's battery backup. So I'm going to try keep this going the whole time. Do this. This is going to be a long ass reading. You know, they tried to block the first one. They're going to get one twice as long. And, I've tied up a little bit right here because I don't want to, I've got so much that I have to hold on to. Check it out. The seer is with us, looking past the deception and the manipulation and the lies and the illusions. Oh, hi. Okay, so I'm going to record this and then I'm going to try and upload it to YouTube. But I'm going to save it on my page so it'll be there and we'll see what happens. So here's the deal. Spirit has been telling me, and us, I've been telling you guys about this, that there are people that are out there that are jealous, right? They've got weird-ass conceptions of stuff. I don't know what their trip is, but they're going to try and manipulate and use lies and deception and whatever to try and thwart your work, to thwart your progress. I know that this has to do with my twin soul and I, and it's a personal thing as well as a spiritual thing, because the darker energy doesn't want the twins coming together. So whatever they can do, you know, I told you guys I've been getting private emails from people, you know, random people that won't reveal who they are, you know, saying somebody's blocking you, somebody's stopping you from something that is rightfully yours, or I just kept getting all these messages. So when I did the reading yesterday, and I was saying, I was doing a private reading last night, and I said, I don't know what's going on. I said, I can't get this reading from this morning to upload. It's not uploading. It's taking forever. Like, what is going on? And I didn't want to put last night's reading out because I was saying a lot of things that were referring back to the first reading. And finally it went up, and all of a sudden it said it was blocked. And I thought, what? Did I have the music on again? You know, did I have the music on? Because sometimes if I've got music on in the background, it's too loud. The artists don't want you sharing their work, so it says third-party content. Now think about that. This is what I've been getting as far as my twin soul and I. There's a third-party interference constantly. And this is spiritually as well as physically. So third-party content, yes. So this is going to be the third party, the one that's been causing problems between my twin and I, that is doing this. That's what the first message was that came to me from Spirit. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. I'm not ignoring you. I just have so much I have to say to get it out. I looked at it and I thought, oh, damn, did I have the music on? So I went back and I listened, and I didn't. I specifically turned it way down so that it wouldn't be a problem. And when I had been stopped before from posting something, I had been banned a couple of times before. You guys have seen that. Canada didn't let it in. So I'm wondering if somebody to do with my twin is in Canada, because they blocked it. It wasn't able to go to Canada or outside of the United States. But it said due to third-party content because of music in, you know, copyright encroachment. And I thought, oh, I understand that. But this time what it said was inappropriate content. And I was like, what? So I thought, ooh, was I speaking French? And they didn't like it. And then I'm thinking of all the shit that's all over YouTube. They're going to block this? Come on. We all know why they're blocking this. It's because it's it's either somebody personally that's got a vendetta out for me, which they do, and I'm not affected by it. We already saw, as Janice says, we saw the Black Widow and we squashed her. She's dead. She's done. She's done. So she's trying to do whatever she can do to cause as much chaos as possible, right? Let's affect her work. I've had that happen before where they've literally come to my website where I work, Keen, and caused all kinds of problems there too. It's happened before, so this isn't new. However, Spirit wants a message getting out. This isn't my message. I'm just the messenger. I'm the mailman. This is like shooting the mailman for delivering divorce papers. Sorry, bitch, that you don't like the way it went down, but I'm just the messenger, you know? So I went back and I listened to my entire reading, and there was not one profane word spoken. The only thing that I spoke about was that I spoke about my twin who told me he was half Anunnaki. Ooh, fish jumping right then when I said that. He told me he was half Anunnaki. And I realized that, no, you're not half Anunnaki. You're part seraphim. We are seraphim. We are angels walking this earth in human suits. Straight up. straight up. And somebody doesn't like that. Somebody doesn't want that out there. And as I re-listened this morning to the reading, I was looking and I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring the same cards back out. I'm going to bring the same messages out, and I'm going to try and recreate for you guys what it was that I said that triggered somebody so bad, you know? And it was, remember your divinity. Remember where you come from. We are angels. We're just wearing these human suits. This is what I'm wearing down here. I'm wearing white today because I am putting it out there. And also, last year, was it last year or 2 years? I posted it this morning. I was out on the lake at this exact time wearing this exact sweater. And I was saying how lucky, it was actually 2 years ago when I first came here. And I was saying how blessed I was that I had this beautiful, incredible lake. And I thought, you know, Spirit keeps saying to me, stay. And I don't know what they're saying, but they're saying stay. They don't want me to go to Sedona. Everything I'm getting says stay. And so I watched that video and I was saying, wow, I'm so lucky that I can come out on the water like this and be with my animal messengers. Look how beautiful they are, right? So I thought, this is me now looking again at my surroundings. And I'll tell you now, this is how I'm going to start recreating. But before I started my reading, I started to show you some things. I wonder if I should go, I'd like to go out in the light, but we'll drift. So I'll have to put you down. I'm going to push us out into the light because I want you to see this in the light. Ooh, yeah. There's our baby. Raven, magic and miracles. Okay, this is what I want to show you guys. I've got a few things that I'm going to do here. So I'm going to let you look here while I set things up. Hold on. We're drifting. We're drifting. We're just going with the flow. That little grosbeak right there was waggling his tail feathers right when I said that. I think that's really cute. Okay, so what I was going to do was I was going to show you guys what was sitting on my desk that I had just noticed. And it's about my twin and I, and whoever it is that is trying to stop me from speaking about him has got another thing coming. So, I told you guys, remember this rock that I found in Sedona in the wash? Look at the beautiful crystals. And I said that I had this rock for 3 years. It sat on my desk for quite a long time before I realized that this is me. This is the golden retriever. This is the loyal friend. The dog represents love, unconditional love, loyalty, friendship, and protection. This is me. Now, at first, I would have thought that the dog was my twin, but no, the dog is me. Because he told me in my dreams, big dogs ride for free. That's what somebody said to me. He didn't. He said to me, big dogs ride for free. And they were talking about riding on the back of my twin. And I said, get off his back, you're not riding for free. Well, I would never ride for free, right? So I am the dog, however. Big dogs ride for free. So there's the dog, unconditional. Look at the beauty of that. So this is me, right? And then I said, I looked up onto my desk, and sitting up a ways a little bit was this other stone that I found. Actually, I asked for it the last time I was back in Sedona. I'm going to let you guys look at it, and then I'm going to show you what I see. I don't know if you're going to see it before I tell you. I'll do it this way to see if you guys can see any sparkles. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to turn you around so I can look at you guys. Okay. This is what I found. Now, I was with my friend. I was in Sedona the last time, and we had gone to West Fort Trail, and we were crossing the 7 rivers. It was amazing. And we went all the way to the end, and I asked for something special. I said, I just want one special gift. Give it to me. Just one. Show me what it is. And so they gave me this. Do you see the sparkles in her eyes? Now, I picked it up, and I thought, this is cool because it has the same kind of little crystals that were inside here and here that I had found in other crystals, in other rocks, like this one, the crystals that are in here. So I thought, well, okay, this is it. This is the one little thing that I took. And whenever you take something from Spirit, you bring back, you give something back, right? So I replaced it with another crystal. You never take from Gaia without giving back. So I'm going to turn us back around because this is too pretty. I'll let you guys look. It's just too pretty. So I'm looking at this sitting on my desk, and I realized I've had it for I've had it for a year, over a year now, and I saw the cat. Do you see the cat? There's the ear, there's the eyes, there's the mouth. This is the cat. Now, what's interesting about this cat is one ear is missing. They're not paying attention. They're not hearing what they need to hear. This cat is my twin. And I thought, isn't it interesting that like this stone right here, I've had it there for 3 years sitting on my desk, and I didn't realize what I had in front of me all along. This loyalty, this love, and this beautiful puppy, which is me. That's me. That's my loyalty and my love to my twin. And here, right there on the same desk, was the cat. The cat and the dog. There we are. Now, what's interesting, what I want to bring out is, we're twins, but we look different, right? But we are twins. We're made from the same stone. We came from the same place. We fit together even though we're different. And Spirit was talking to us about how we were going to find something. We were going to get a gift, remember? That was the reading that we got before. And sometimes the gift is finding something that you already had. It was there all along, and you didn't see it right in front of your face. So for me, I've had these two sitting in front of me all along. I'm just going to leave that out because you have to fix it and incorporate it into whatever it means in your life. What is in front of your face that you're not recognizing all along? What else? I'm trying to think of all the things that I said to you guys. Hold on, I want to see. No, I can't upload the video there. I know everyone wants to see the video. I'm trying to remember all the things that I said. I know that it's a personal attack. Because another thing was, I was asked, check it out. Something attached to me. Something prickly attached to me, right? I left it there for a reason. I'm going to show it to you. And I didn't realize that I had picked it up. So, energy, dark energy. It could just be dark energy. I don't think that it is. I think it's actually a personal attack because Spirit's been showing us that. And I have received, as I said, an email. And one of the emails that somebody wrote to me was, out of the blue, this is somebody that I had removed from my page, and I'm not going to put the blame on them. I'm not. I'm just thinking that they came to me as a messenger. But what they said to me was, oh, you're leaving? Are you going to be taking down your videos on YouTube? Because I follow you. And I said, no. I feel that if anything, because I had said before that I was going to be, we were shown that we were going to be shutting down websites possibly and reworking, different websites. And they thought, well, maybe, she says, because I follow her. I don't know if, I don't believe, first of all, that it's a female. They say that they're a female, but I don't believe they are. Spirit told me that they were a male. So that's already deception. So, I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm like I said, I'm not going to put the blame on them for doing anything weird. I feel that they were a messenger for me. So what they said was, are you going to stop the videos going out on YouTube? I find that really interesting. And I said, no. I'm actually, if I shut down any of the video or any of the sites, it would probably be, that would be the only one that I would leave up. I would leave up YouTube because I can reach as many people, that many people, it goes worldwide. And it's just, I just find it very intriguing. It could have been that Spirit was trying to give me a hint about what was about to come and pay attention. I just find that very interesting. And hold on. So what I want to say is, Jonathan, I always try and zoom in and then I lose it. Can you see him? I don't know if you can see him flying around here. He's coming up close to us. Are you going to come up where I can get you in the screen? Or am I zoomed out? Ugh, I might be too zoomed out. All right, let's just leave it. I'll just leave it and let it come as close as it wants to come. So that's basically freedom above us right now. And freedom is saying, you think you're going to stop free speech? Free speech? You think you're going to stop free speech? You're not going to, and there's going to be a way around you. And another thing I wanted to show you, I'm trying to remember everything that I wanted to share with you that day. I'm dropping everything. I had, hold on, I'm going to spin you around. I don't want to lose the things that I have here. Okay, so I've got to protect the things that I have. Okay, so there's a message. I've got to protect the things that I have. I'm dropping all of my cards in the soaking wet water, which is really lame. I may have to pull us up and tie off somewhere because I don't want to, I'm losing things that are important, and that matters to me. I'm going to show you something else I found because Spirit said we're going to find something. That was one of our, and the reason I'm talking about this is because when Spirit tells us something in a message, it freaking happens. Every single time it happens. So one of the things that I wanted to show you was another stone that I was given when I was hiking. Right? This was the stone, and these are all the crystals that are, I don't know if you guys can see the crystals in them, they're incredible. But anyway, what I found when I went looking for my ring, I was talking about my fingers. I don't wear my rings right now because they're burning. My moonstone is burning my fingers. And I got my nails done, though. Check them out! Aren't they cute? Sandy and I got them done at the same time, and I was like, you're gotta be kidding. I did mine a little different than hers, but Spirit said to go and spoil yourself a little bit, and it has been years, so I did them. Anyway, when I went, one of my rings that was missing was my turquoise ring, and I found all my other rings, but that one I couldn't find. So I went looking for it, and when I went looking for it, I found something else. Now this is another message. You go looking for something that you've lost, and you find something else that you didn't realize was coming. Now you know I have the hummingbird, right? That's me. That's me. I'm the messenger of the hummingbird. But when I went looking, what I found was my little J. And I put them back together, and notice that my little J has a crown because he's a king. That's the initial of my twin. And I found it just like Spirit said. So I said I'm going to put them back where they belong, together in the center of this heart. All of this happened after I said these things. That's why I feel that this is a personal message. So there was that. I'm going to put these things in my box. Hold on. And then I'm going to go on and I'm going to do the reading. And I'm going to use the same cards. And I think I do have to tie us off. So I'm going to turn us around. I'm going to turn us around. I'm going to talk to you guys, but I'm going to take you across the water. The sun is in my eyes. I can't see anything. And I'm going to start drifting. Right now, the lake is very calm. You guys might as well look around and see how beautiful this lake is. I have the lake to myself right now, and I've got grosbeaks, which are talking about healing of strained relationships and family relationships. We've got the coots, which are talking about cleaning up anything that needs to be cleared up out of your life before you're able to move forward. Are there any unfinished things that need to be tied up? Is there unfinished business? Do you have things that you have been holding on to that need to be released before you can bring in the new moon manifestations, right? Your new moon wishes. Check this out. See that tree? That's where I used to float with the canoe in the summertime. Do you remember that tree with the birdhouses? Look how far up on land it is. Isn't that amazing how things change? Everything's changed. We're going to go underneath my dock so I can see. I'm going over here where all the ducks are. What else do we have out here? We have ducks, which are talking about community, which is my soul family, which is you guys. I talked to one of my clients who is a friend of mine now, and we did a reading last night, and I told her, she says, I don't have anybody that I can speak to about spiritual things. And I said, yeah, you do. You've got your whole soul family. And she's like, well, I can't talk to people like I can talk to you. And I said, of course you can. I said, you can talk to Sandy, you can talk to Janice. I said, everybody that's in our soul family, when we come together, you know, if I'm gone, feel free to write to each other. That's why we're here. We're here for each other, right? We're all part of the same united collective, and we all come together on these readings because we have the same belief system, and we're here to support one another and help one another. So don't any of you, whoo, there goes the family. Don't any of you feel that you don't have somebody to talk to, because you all have somebody to talk to. We all do. And then we've got the crows. Now what's interesting to me is the crows come out of the void. Now, I'm not going to bag on the crows because they've got a really good message for us, but they've been the busybodies. The crows have been the busybodies. They're the ones that are trying to cause problems. So it's all more important for us to band together as a soul family, right? And support one another and be here for one another. So do reach out to each other, you of us who are in these chats that come on all the time, and talk to each other. You know, form friendships. This is where I have formed my soul family. I don't have any friends in Southern California. I sound like a little girl, but I'm telling you the truth. I really, truly only have my friend Julie, and she's very rarely in my life. So my soul family is who I speak to. Okay, here we go. We're tied up. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Okay, well maybe I need to pull us out of the light a little bit. Just a sec. Sorry. I thought it would be fun to be in the light. I gotta tie us up a little tighter. And if I tie up a little tighter, I'll be able to see your comments. I can't see them right now. Maybe I need to turn my canoe around. Sorry. This is what happens when we go live, right? There's no touching things up. Hold on a second. Come on, help me out here, Spirit. Where do you want me to go? Where do you want me to go? Backwards? Sometimes you gotta go back. Sometimes you gotta go back to the beginning, to where you started. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. Now I'm hoping that I can keep us in here. All right. So the first message. Now this is where it went. Okay. This is a live reading. This is our weekly reading that I'm doing. And if I still have battery, I will choose a few people at the end of the reading. And I do have to say that somebody wrote to me a moment ago before I came out here. And the words that I got was, give me a reading. That will guarantee you that you will not get a reading. Sorry, that's not how you ask for something. And this is my spiritual work. This is also what I do for a living. So when I come out and do all of this, this is all free. I do this because I love you guys. I do this to spread the work for spirit. So when I choose to do a reading for somebody, that's my choice, and I do it from my heart. Do not demand that I do a reading for you. You will never get a reading from me, ever. And did your parents not teach you manners? You know? Okay. So yes, I will absolutely. I brought extra cards out to do readings for people because I love doing it. I love doing it. So I don't know how many I'll do. And the ones who have politely asked Sandy if she is there and if she's able to stay, the ones who have politely asked, I'll take those ones first. And other than that, like I said, I'm not going to do a ton because this is our weekly reading. And it's not about answering personal messages for everybody. These messages are all for all of us. Okay, so what was weird was I went and I asked, okay, the first messages I asked for, sorry about the noise, came from the Universal Love Deck by Tony Carmine Salerno. And we just got it. Okay, so how we're going to do it, I'm going to do it like this because I can't have things blow away. So no, the deal is this. I got this card and I thought, okay, we just had this one, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time speaking about it, but spirits wanted us to see it. And right now, I got to tell you guys, I've swiped your comments to the side. I can't see what you're saying. Please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I just have to concentrate on the reading first, and then I'll come back. I'm really sorry. I don't mean to ignore you guys. Maybe I'll stop in between and look at some of the comments, okay? So when we got this card, I was like, wow, we just got this, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time looking at it, but this is about our inner child, and our inner child is feeling ignored. Our inner child is saying to us, come play with me. Remember me. I remember you. And I was saying, and the reason I brought up the J that I found was because this card popped up. And this card, this looks like my twin as a little boy. Just like this. He's beautiful. And this little boy could be a little girl. So this, right? And my twin is so beautiful, he could be a boy, a woman, or a man. He's incredibly gorgeous. So I'm looking at this child. And this could be you, this could be me, this could be a male, whoever this is. All of us, our inner child is asking us to not forget about us. Remember the man that was working so much, trying to build his empire. And then he fell over at his desk and he had a heart attack and he died. And his wife didn't know who he was. She didn't even know him anymore. And the kids, they never got to know him because he was working. And he was saying, yeah, but I was trying to, pay for my family, trying to support my family. I was trying to do the best I can, that I could for you guys. And now I'm the bad guy? No, but you're ignoring everyone, and mostly you're ignoring your inner child. This inner child feels ignored, and this one is saying, I have been with you. I came with you. I'm going to leave with you. No one is ever going to be with you as much as I am. I came in with you. I will leave with you. You will go alone. And if you were completely by yourself, I am here. Please don't ignore me. I remember you. Don't you remember me? Remember me from where we came from. Where we used to play and we used to have fun and we used to look up to the stars and we used to go out and climb trees, and I want to go fun places and do fun things. I want to be free like the seagull. I want to enjoy my life while I'm here because we don't have the promise of tomorrow. Please don't forget me. Please remember me like I remember you. So that was the first message. I'll bring your comments back. I'm looking at your comments quickly. Sorry about my voice keeps cutting out. It's a beautiful card. It is a beautiful card. And you know what? I'm not going back. I'm just reading that. So that message came first. And so I'm doing it again because I'm giving us everything. I don't like it when people miss, what needs to be shared because it was important. When I focus on this card, I go back to being in a care home, Sherry. Oh, bless. I go back to the age 7 because 7 is my favorite age. Every time I used to smoke pot, I don't anymore because Spirit wants me to be clear, wants me to be very, very clear in order to channel. But I used to smoke pot because my ex-husband was a total stoner and he still is. And whenever I would smoke pot, it's something really strange happens to me. I regress mentally. That's why you shouldn't drive a car. I don't care what anybody says, how they could feel that they can drive a car. My ex thinks he can drive a car too while he's stoned, and I don't want to get in the car with anyone driving who's stoned, because you are not in your full capacity. Sorry. Otherwise, Spirit wouldn't tell us to not do it, you know? That's why Spirit said to me, you need to stop. And my ex-husband used to get so upset with me. You know, you're no fun anymore. You don't, ever since you went on your spiritual journey, you don't party, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do anything fun. And so and that's when I was talked into going out with him. And that was the night I got my DUI. That was the night that ruined my life for several years and cost me $10,000. But when I smoked pot, and it is a cool feeling, I gotta tell you, I love the feeling. I love the feeling of having a buzz. Who doesn't, right? Who doesn't want to have fun? I like having fun, and I don't have a problem with smoking pot. I don't. And if I don't have to channel, I got no problem doing it. And it's legal in California, so screw you, anybody who has a problem with it. Now, overindulgence and doing it too much, I don't think it's good. There's still tar that comes into your lungs, so I would use a water bong, you know. Here I am talking about pot. This is so funny. When Lily was sick, I gave her cannabis oil, and that was one of the main things that she had that helped her survive, so I got no problem with it. But anyway, when I would smoke pot, I would regress, and this is what happens to me. I don't know anybody else that it happens to, but I'm talking mentally. I would take a big hit, and I would go literally back to age 7. I couldn't read. If you asked me instructions or directions, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't talk about anything deep or important because I was literally 7. And my ex-husband loved it. He's like, I love when you're like this, because I was a little girl. And I literally went back to that age. And it would last for quite a while. Look at, I'm rocking the boat. I'm rocking somebody's boat. Isn't that funny? Check it out. I'm rocking someone's boat. Somebody either doesn't like this or they like it. But I'm stirring up the shit. That's what I do. So, anyway, I regressed to age 7. And I found that interesting and I would stay there for quite a while. And then eventually, you know, as the buzz started to go away, I would get older. And I'm telling you, that's what would happen. I would be like 10, and then I was like 14, and then I was like 18. And by the time I got to be like 18, I was good to go, right? But I'm telling you, anybody that knows me laughs because they know it's a fact. I literally go to age 7. Now think about the age 7. That's why it's my favorite number, because when I was 7, that's before my mother married my stepfather who raised me. We were living on welfare. My mom was working, struggling, trying with 2 kids to take care of us. I spent most of my time at my grandmother's in the forest, and that's where I grew up as a little girl up until age 7. I was in the forest, long hair, dirty face, scraped up legs, and you know, broken fingernails, and climbing trees and building forts. And I always had a rusty nail stick through my foot constantly every time I was at grandma's. But it was age 7, and I lived in North Vancouver, British Columbia, in Canada. I was on Seymour Mountain, on the Seymour River, at the mouth of Burrard Inlet, sorry. Okay, so on the mountain, on the river, at the mouth of the ocean. And remember, I talked about Merlin, and this is one thing that came up yesterday as well that I can't show you now. In one of our other cards, we were talking about peace. It'll come up later. I'm doing everything out of order, unfortunately, but as I remember things, I'm going to talk to you about them. I talked about how I wanted to go to a peaceful place. I didn't want to be where there were people. I just wanted to go where it was peaceful, like where I grew up. And at the mouth of the, now I forgot what I was saying. So I was I took you over to Panu, my Siamese fighting fish. I took you over to his, I said like this, I said, if you it's about building a beautiful place, a quiet place within your own home. And I took you over to Panu's tank. I call him Panu because my twin has dark hair and blue eyes. And he reminded me of Paul Newman because he was so beautiful, right? So I called my Siamese fighting fish Panu, like Paul Newman, and I always shorten everybody's name. I always give them weird nicknames. I think it also has something to do with my star language, because I used to speak a different language as a child, and everybody would get nicknames, and they were like that, and I found out later that's what I was doing. I was literally speaking in my star language. So Paul Newman is Panu, and oh, you guys. And there we all are, all of us spiritual people, all of us, all of the weird ones, all of the ones that dance to our own beat. There we are, the white heron. That is absolutely me. This is the one that stands on their own 2 feet. Jack of all trades, master of all, instead of master of none. They're patient. They wait for their fish to come to them, and then they spear them just like that. They are They're the misfits, they're the loners, they're the ones that are different than anybody else. And I love the fact that he showed up right then, or she showed up right then. Hold on. Okay. So anyway, what was I talking about? So I took you to see Panu's tank. And what I did was, it's getting cold. And people that have Siamese fighting fish, this is me loving my animals. This is me helping. People don't realize that a Siamese fighting fish doesn't want to live in a cup. That's not how they're made. That's not how they live. And people say, oh, well, they come from puddles. No, they jump through puddles. They don't live in a little cup. So please don't get a Siamese fighting fish and keep him in a little tiny jar. How would you like it if all you had was this little jar to move around in? It's very, very cruel. Also, they don't like to be cold. So if they're in they actually need to have 72 degrees in their water at least, or they will freeze to death. And my landlord, when I went away, my beautiful babes died because he wasn't warm enough. So I realized with my new Panu, I thought, I'm not going to let him go cold. He's going to get the love he needs. Now remember this is also a likeness to my twin. My twin was left out in the cold, and it hurt him. So I'm not going to allow that to happen. I'm going to love him, and I'm going to give this warmth. So I put this little heater in, and when I took you guys over to see him, he was hovering. And ever since I gave it to him, he's literally, at night, he hovers around the heater. He loves it. He loves the heat. So it's kind of like the love that we give out, right? Just like, don't you flock to people that are loving to you. Don't you flock to people that are warm, right? And this little guy went straight over to the heater, and I got to tell you, when I go back in another time, I'll show you. And it gets very, very cold in my studio, very, very cold. My other fish literally froze to death. I was so sad when I got back. And my daughter's the one who educated me. She's like, Mom, they need a heater. They can't be in the cold. If they're in a house that's cold or a cabin or whatever, they're going to die if they don't have a little heater. So then I took you over to Merlin's tank. And Merlin represents my twin and myself, because we're both the same. And Merlin is a dragonfish, right? I'm a dragon. And I'm a mermaid, so it represents me, but it also represents my twin, because he's a Pisces and he's also a dragon. So I go, and I was showing you his tank, and I was showing you how he rearranges things. Always. He's constantly rearranging things to make himself feel better. And that's what we need to do, is constantly rearrange. When things are getting stale or stuck, rearrange your home, rearrange your desk. That's what I was showing you guys about my desk. I am very happy. I'm very happy outside. I'm very, very happy outside. It's the happiest I ever am. I just saw your message. That's why I like to do my readings outside as much as possible. And you know what's interesting is I'm giving you these same readings, messages, and yet I'm giving them in a completely different manner. I was not happy when I was in the house. It was very heavy, and I kept switching decks. So I may run out of time. I'm talking so much. But I was showing you how it's important for us to rearrange things, to switch things up. And if things aren't going well with the energy that we are in, we need to change something. It's either the people we're around or change something in our home to switch the energy. Hold on. I'm looking at these little ones right here. Look at this couple. I'm seeing couples everywhere today. Look how close they stick together. And, you know, right now he's leading, and a minute ago she was leading. They take turns. I like that. Compromise. Men don't have to be afraid when there's a strong woman that takes the lead, right? Don't you? A perfect couple, a couple that really fits together, is going to be a mirror of the other. They're both going to be very strong people. Okay, back to Merlin. Merlin he rearranged his tank. Now, Merlin lives in brackish water. He's a dragonfish, and he needs to be at the mouth of a river where the ocean meets the river, somewhere like that. It's like a brackish. It's part salt, part fresh water. That's where they live the best. So I was thinking about me, and I keep trying to go to Sedona. Now, this is what I'm switching. I'm going out of order, and I'm gonna go to the first. I went to the Shadows of Oracle and Light, okay? Because I was asked to go to that deck by somebody else. And the first message that came up was the Carnivorous Fairy. And I thought, no, why this one? Why are you giving this one? I didn't want to, we've had her recently, and I didn't want to see her again because she's a negative message. And the Carnivorous Fairy is speaking about, I'm gonna go back again. Hold on, I'm gonna go back. Hold on. I've got to wrap something up, and then I'm gonna go back to this. I was talking about the energy. You need to switch the energy up. Okay, before I'm gonna go back, when I'm 7, when I'm stoned, I go back to that beautiful time. And think about where I lived. I lived on the mountain, on the river, at the mouth of the ocean. That's where I need to live. And so every time I keep trying to go to Sedona, I keep getting from Spirit, stay. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You need to be in brackish water. There is no ocean. I am a mermaid. My twin is a Pisces. My landlord said to me yesterday, I'm a Pisces. You know, he sold the house, and I said, are you going to be sad to leave this house? And he said, well, I'm a fish out of water. I'm a Pisces. And I thought about that, and I said, well, I'm a mermaid. And I keep trying to go to the desert, and Spirit keeps blocking me. Now, with this card, you're about to be made an offer. Or somebody's going to offer something to you. It could be a job. It could be a group of friends that are inviting you in. It could be a love relationship. But somebody's going to come and offer you something that's very, very tempting to you. Now, I didn't get this message until later, yesterday, that I was looking at it as a person or an organization, but it could also be a move. It's very tempting. It's something that I love. It's something that I really, really want. And yet, it may not be in my highest good. It may require, I may lose something. I may have to move away from ones I love. And I started thinking about the, you know, I'm going to look at her because I don't want to lose my concentration. I started thinking about the man who sat at the desk and worked his life away, and his family grew distant from him, and then he died. Now, what if you're somebody who's been offered a job, but it's 5 states away? It's 5 states away. It's going to take you away from your family, but you're going to make a lot more money. It's going to be a lot more money coming in this job. Yeah, but I've been putting in so much time. I've been putting in so much time, you know, and you know that you shouldn't do this, but it's so tempting because they're going to make you the head of the organization, or they're going to make you the CEO. I guess that's the same, right? Or they're going to make you president, or they're going to make you whatever, in charge of something else. Whatever it is, it's something that's so tempting, right? And you're definitely getting more money. And look who's right here, walking along the shore, thinking about it. Because the water is emotion, right? I'm thinking about it, thinking about what I feel about this situation. I'm walking along, I'm thinking, I'm not going in. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't made my decision. So Spirit was telling us in a lot of our messages recently that we had a choice that we had to make. We were at a fork in the road. We had a gateway. I have had that choice. I have been trying to go to Sedona for 3.5 years, 4 years. I've been trying to get back. Every time I try to go back, I'm blocked. I'm blocked for a reason. If a door doesn't open, don't fucking push it, right? So I'm looking at this card. Where did I put it? The Carnivorous Fairy. And I'm thinking, maybe it's that. I think it's good for me. I think it's something that I need. But there's something about this offer that you're going to get, whether this is a relationship, whether this is a job position, whether this is a money market scam, whatever it is, it looks really good. There's something that you want. And she's saying, oh, look at me. I'm delicate. I'm gentle. I'm beautiful. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not anybody to be worried about or to be, I'm no threat. But look at her. She's got Venus flytraps as her hair ornaments. She's a man-eater. She's a flesh eater. She's a dream eater. This also represents somebody who's very narcissistic. This is somebody who, when you do everything that they want you to do, they're very pleasant, they're very happy, everything is great. But the second you step out of line, they fuck you over. Big time. So, you may be asked to go somewhere, and yeah, this sounds great, this job is really good, and they're gonna promise me all the world, and Spirit's saying, don't. You're tempted, yes, you're tempted, it looks really good, but there's something that you're not seeing. That's why Spirit keeps saying, read the fine print. I kept getting something about documents and contracts. It keeps coming. So somebody may be wanting to extend your stay at a place that you already know is not in your highest good. You already know the energy is not good for you. Merlin was rearranging his home constantly, trying to make himself comfortable because the energy wasn't right? His tank is too small. He needs to be in a bigger tank. I already know that. And when I move, I'm going to get him a bigger tank. He has to have a bigger tank. So this person already knows it's not working. And the song that came on when I was doing this reading in the background was that same one that we hear about that person. Remember that person at the party? And they're saying, I don't know why I'm here. You know, this isn't my crowd. And, you know, he says to his friend, hey, I'm going to be over here. I'm going to be in the kitchen next to the girl who's gossiping about everybody and the guy who's fucking throwing up in that garbage because he can't hold his liquor. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? You know, but they're there. Why are you there? Because you're hanging out with the people you work with? You're not working with the right crowd. And when you have stuff taken away from you, you know, Spirit says that they're gonna show you. The kitsune was gonna come and show you who you could trust and who you couldn't. They were giving you warnings, right? This is a warning. And they're telling you things are not as they appear. They may be putting themselves out to be an angel of light, and they're not an angel of light. They may be putting themselves out to say that this position or this group or this organization, maybe you've joined a spiritual group. Somebody asked yesterday, I watched it, one of the questions was, would you join us, this spiritual group of people? If you had to leave everything behind and join us, would you come join us? And I said, hell no. And the first person said, I'm not going to walk away from everything in my life to join any group. I've been involved in a cult. And the guy said, this isn't a cult, this is spiritual people. Sorry. People ask me all the time, you know, would you go, you know, to this, go on this retreat with these people and do this ayahuasca retreat? My daughter's in Canada right now. And my ex-brother-in-law, he's a nut job. He's wild. He's kind of cool. But he's gone to Peru and he's gone to the jungle and he's done these ayahuasca retreats 3 times. And he said they were each time it was the single most terrifying and most exhilarating experience of my life. I learned and I said, what happened? You know, and he's like, he couldn't give me anything. He couldn't give me anything that was beneficial spiritually. He's not a spiritual person. He's open. He's open to stuff, but he's more of a rebel. He's more about, you know, doing what is restricted or doing what other people don't want you to do. That's his thing. It isn't about spirituality. So my daughter's up there in Canada, and she says, "Oh, Mom, I saw Uncle Mario, and he said, you should have done the ayahuasca." And I will never do ayahuasca. I've already been shown by Spirit not to do it. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't do it. I'm telling for myself, my mind is so open already to Spirit that I'm not going to go into a group of people that I don't know and open up my mind and that I am not able to control myself. You have to rely on the shaman that are there to walk you through it. But there's a whole bunch of other people there. And when you take that ayahuasca, all kinds of entities come in. Everybody opens up from past life, from this life. There's no way in hell I'm bringing that shit into my life and taking that energy on. I am so super sensitive, I can't even wear my rings. My body is so incredibly sensitive. I'm afraid if I got high right now, who knows what age? I would go back to birth. Who knows, right? So it could be something like that for you. Whatever it is, Spirit's saying, it isn't what you think it is. And please read the fine print. You may do something that could cause irreparable harm for yourself or another. And I thought, wow, why did I get this message? This is so negative. And so then I said to Spirit, can we have another one, please? So then the next message we got was, let's see, from the Shadows and Light. I stayed in the Shadows and Light. Was Nautilus Princess. And we have got Nautilus Princess recently. Sorry, I would love to read your writings. Money can wait till family you cannot replace. Exactly. That's another thing. So it could be also that me going away, and that's interesting because I'm seeing a flycatcher right now, and the flycatcher bird picks up the riffraff. That's what they pick up. And right when I said the riffraff, the crow flew away. So as I said, I'm not giving crows a bad rap, but the crows do come in from the void. And so they're there. They're the ones that were causing issues. What was I saying? So it may be that they're trying to get me to leave this area because they know that my twin is here. And if I was away, it would make it difficult for us. So Spirit's telling me to stay. And then my client last night, who's my friend, said to me, why don't you ask if you can stay? Because the guy's buying the house, right? He's buying this house as an investment. He's not even going to live here. So ask him if you can stay for now until things are clear. So Spirit always makes the way, because I don't know that I'm going to be able to, but for right now, I'm not sweating it. Okay, hold on. I've got to plug in our battery. Just a second. I'm going to flip you around. Oh, no, I'm not. Hold on. I'm putting you up, looking you up at the dock. I hope that this one can fit. Oh, good. Now I'm using Sandy's battery, because I may run out. Okay. I got to swipe your comments away again. I'll come back again. I'm sorry. What's going on? Now I've got everybody there. Okay. Sorry. I can't swipe the comments away. If I swipe the comments away, now there's people there. Ugh. Shoot. Oh, well. Okay. So I asked for another reading. For another message. I got to stand up in my canoe and hope that I don't flip us over. Hold on. This is going to be fun. This a second. I've got like a, you should see what I'm wearing. Oh, I look like I'm wearing ski clothes. I've got this to sit on because my butt is killing me. Okay, I've got Uggs and black leggings and a white, I feel like I'm wearing ski clothes. It's hysterical. Okay, so the next message we got was the Nautilus Princess, and we have gotten her recently. Okay, now the Nautilus Princess is speaking about personal growth. And I didn't go a lot into this either because we have just gotten it recently. And what the Nautilus Princess is saying, that what you've been going through, all of the difficulties and challenges, everything that you've been going through is in order to bring about growth for you. Now you're concerned, you're worried. I've been worried, right? Where the hell am I gonna move? I gotta go, this house is sold. But Spirit keeps saying, stay. There's something that is not finished in that part of where you are. It's part of your growth process. You don't know it right now, but you have everything you need. These pearls are pearls of wisdom that she's acquired, and they've now become part of her. So you have the ability. You've got what you need in front of you. You may not think that you do, but this Nautilus is all about the life, the curve of your life that you have learned. There's a fight. There's a family fight. Family fight right now. Interesting. So I saw that in my dream last night, actually, and it was brutal. So everything that you need, you have. Everything that you've acquired, you're adorned with this wisdom, and you have. It's brought you the ability to be able to handle the situation that you're in. You don't have to escape the situation that you're in. You have the gifts. You have the and you may not realize it right now, but you will look back and you will realize the growth that you have. That has happened because of what you've been through. I mean, you may be a very sweet, loving, timid, shy individual, and you may be facing a really, really difficult challenge. But the universe is asking you to step up. They're asking you to take a role of leader. So, for me, I don't have a problem doing that, right? You're going to ban my video on, and it was the most gentle video. I mean, this video is much more lively. It was, like I said, I was feeling kind of down. I was inside. I wasn't happy in there, and the messages were very emotional, but there was no swearing. There was no aggression. And I thought, you're going to stop a light worker from getting this message out? No, you're not. So you may not be that kind of an individual. You may be somebody who doesn't do well with confrontation. But you have everything that you need right in front of you. Spirit's going to give you the words. I'm going to let you guys look. I'm going to look over here because it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. I want you guys to enjoy this instead of my face, you know. They definitely want you to speak up. And see, the reason that what's funny about this whole thing is about because of what happened. They want us to be conspicuous. I don't know if you recall me saying how I said the other day how, you know, you may be somebody who doesn't want to be in the limelight. You don't want to be seen. And I said that about my twin. My twin is very shy. And he doesn't want to be seen. Look at those two playing. How cute. They're dancing together. Oh, I love it. I love that. It's so beautiful. But Spirit, and then I said, fuck that, step up, allow yourself to be seen. You're a light worker. You have things that need to be shared. You have gifts. Hold on, back. You have gifts. You've been given gifts for a reason. You haven't been given a gift so that it's like somebody brings you this beautiful present, this beautiful gift wrap box, and they sit it on your dresser. Do you just leave it there? Oh, I can't open that up. That's my gift. That's my gift. I mean, look at the wrapping. It's beautiful. Wrapping is beautiful. Yeah, but there's this inside. What, don't you want to see what's inside of it? Oh, but it's my gift. I've got to leave it there on the shelf. And I mean, on display. No, you don't leave it on display. You freaking open up your gift and you see what it is. And you can either use it, enjoy it, whatever it is. But for you, you have gifts and you need to use those. Spirit is saying, we want you to be conspicuous. We want you to get out there. We want your voice to be heard because that's your purpose. That's what you're meant to do. If you're an artist and you're a guitar player and a singer and you've got this incredible voice, but you're shy, and so you hesitate going out because, you know, or like I said before, you know, maybe you're not going to get out there because my voice cracks sometimes. I don't have the best voice, or I've got acne on my face, you know, and I don't want to be seen, and I cover myself up. This is about Spirit's message being given. This is not about us. We are the mailman. We are the ones that we're honored to deliver it. So it's also about being shy. It's also about, you know, not worrying about what everybody else has to say, or you know, somebody else has a better voice, so I'm not going to sing. Screw that. Get out there and show yourself. Spirit wants you to get out there and show yourself. It's teaching you to be strong. It's teaching you to step into your own personal power and remember where you came from. Right? I'm going to leave. I think that whatever it is, it's a spirit. It's a spiritual transformation that's happening. That's what's going on. And it's always difficult. It's always difficult when we have to step up into a senior role, right? It's kind of like when you're in, I talked about that. I kept getting the number 21, and I was talking about graduating, you know? And in high school, you were the, you know, captain of the football team, and all the girls thought you were hot. And, you know, everyone was begging for a date because you were the football guy. But then you get out into the corporate world, and you don't know shit. So now all of a sudden you're like, I don't have my gifts, and now I'm afraid, and I start becoming really shy. Or it's just somebody that just you just don't feel confident. So it's telling you that this is teaching you confidence. It's going to help you move forward, this transformation. It also says that you may be connecting with someone who has this ability, and they're going to help you. Because when you develop a friendship like that, and they're saying that you're going to develop a deeper friendship, you kind of rub off on each other, right? Your gifts rub off on my gifts, and together we make something even better. So that's what they're trying to tell you too. But whatever it is, they want you to step up. Whatever age you are, whatever it is, you need to step up into the next. I got to see you guys. Are you back? Okay. Okay, I'm just looking at a couple comments. So then the next message we got was, where is it? It's healing. If I could find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. I keep moving, and every time I move my ass, my towel flies off, and I got nothing to sit on. Okay, so Angel of Alchemy. So now this is the one that we're talking about. This is talking about a health challenge. There is a health challenge that you have been experiencing, and Spirit's telling you that you are turning a corner. You're going to be getting better. If you haven't already, you know, you may have come through something that was really, really challenging. You may still be in it, but you're going to be coming out of it. It's what Spirit's telling you. And what Spirit's saying is this health challenge, and it could have been that you had something really scary happen to you, right? You could have been somebody that got cancer. Like my stepdaughter had cancer, not my stepdaughter, my daughter-in-law got thyroid cancer, and she was so young, and they hadn't had any kids, and she thought, oh my God, she had the surgery, they got it all, but you know, it was scary because you never know if you're going to get it all, and they ended up having a child, and everything is great, but it was really scary, and it's about prioritizing, right? So we talked about that person who has a, hold on. About that man. I always bring up the man. And it can be a female. There are women that are very corporate. There are women who work all the time and never gave their family their attention, right? And the husband he went off somewhere else because he didn't even know who his wife was anymore. And the kids never knew their mom because she was always busy doing her job, right? So they're talking about prioritizing. So maybe you got this health challenge. You did. You got this health challenge in order for you to realize that you needed to prioritize. What was more important? If you had 4 months to live, right now, that's it, 4 months. I'm not saying you are, we're using this for an example. If you had 4 months to live, what would you do? Where would you go? Who would you speak to? Would you take that job that was offered 5 states away that was going to take you away from your family? Even though it was triple pay, and you have 4 months to live. 4 months. Would you not sing that song in karaoke? You wanted to sing so bad, you wanted to get up there all the time. Everybody else was always having so much fun, but I never went because my voice isn't as good as the one that always gets up there and sings. I don't have that kind of a voice. Would you ask that girl out that you've been looking at? That girl, I've loved her forever, and I've never let her know because, I don't know, I didn't feel worthy. You have 4 months to live. What are you going to do? Spirit wants you to think about that right now. So right now, wherever you are in your life, because we're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised past today. This is what we get, and look where I am. Am I going to sit up in that house, or am I going to get out here and enjoy this? Do you notice how many people are out on this lake? Do you notice how many people are out on this lake? There's one boat over there. You know why? Because it costs a fortune to live here. These people, that's why I rent a studio instead of own the house. These are multi-million-dollar homes, and they have to work their asses off to keep these homes. And who gets to use it? The people who rent their studio. My landlord is selling his home because he can't afford it. He can't afford to upkeep it, all the upkeep. And right now he's fixing it up beautifully. All the painting's being done, the beautiful gazebo and the jacuzzi is all done for the new owners, not for him. So you got 4 months. Enjoy what you have. Enjoy your family. Tell the people that are in your life that you love them. You have a fight with your sister right now or with your brother right now. It's about something stupid and petty, but you know what? She always acts like that. Forget it. I'm not going to be the one to say I'm sorry, and I'm not going to be the one to be nice to her. I don't care that Thanksgiving's coming up. I don't care that Christmas is coming up. She's always acting like this. So you know what? Screw her. But you're going to be dead in 4 months, and you will never see your sister again. Don't you think you ought to reprioritize and take a look at things from maybe a different perspective? Because what does Spirit say? What would love say? What would love do? No, you didn't do anything wrong. They're the ones that acted like an idiot. Let it go. Because for one thing, I'm going to turn around. I keep trying to turn my body, and I've decided that I'm going to turn my entire body. Hold on. This is awkward. There. Oh, that's so much better, and it's got a prettier view in the background too. Okay. So, yes, I'm beating it to death, but the point is I've been hearing this from a lot of people right now. There's a lot of people that have had people do things to them that have hurt them. But by you holding on to it, you're the one that's being hurt. You're the one, your energy is being affected. Your peace of mind is being affected. You don't have to hang out with these people, but let it go. You know, and if it's within your power to fix something or clear up a misunderstanding, and you know what? Maybe you don't even realize that there was a misunderstanding. Maybe you're seeing things a certain way and it wasn't that way. But you've been so stubborn that you're not going to ask. You're not going to try and figure it out. You've had kind of like an inkling that maybe it wasn't exactly the way you thought it was, but you're too proud. I'm not going to go crawling to them. Forget it. Why should I do that? Okay, go ahead. Spend your last 4 months working by yourself, not talking to your family. That's brilliant. Right? Okay. Let me see. I'm going to see the next message was, oh, P.S., the health challenge. You are about to turn the corner in it. Whoever it is that's been having a health challenge, and you are going to be getting better, is what Spirit said. So they just want you to start prioritizing and realizing that, oh, there's a bee in the water there. I want to save him. I wonder if I can get him. I wonder if I can get him. They're basically telling you, reshape your life. You know, think about your exercise. Think about the food that you put in, and reduce the stress in your life. Whatever it is that's causing stress in your life, it's within your hands to reduce that. So do it. Okay, I think that was it for shadows and light. And then we had, oh, I don't want to ignore that bee. He's right there. I wonder if I can get him. We have, oh, love. This is this one. This is from the Universal Love deck. Now, you guys, I can't handle it. Hold on a second. I can't handle it. I'm going to put you down for a second. Here, I'm going to put you down for a second because I got to see if I can get him. Come here, babe. Come here. I think I can get him. Come here. I got him. I got him. I got him. I got him. Look. I got him. And he made it. There you go. There you go. Oh, bless. Okay, go over there. Dry out. Go over there. I don't want to... Oops, he's upside down. All right. No, get off of my oar. See? He's got to go dry out in the sun. Okay. All right, we're going to go to the next deck. To the next card. So the next card, where is it? It's over here. Okay. Now, the first thing I noticed was that she's dancing in harmony. And remember, we got the message about being flexible, and that could be in relationships, right? Maybe we're talking about the relationship with a family member that you've had a problem, or your best friend, or whatever it is. But she's remaining flexible. She's naked, she's open, she's vulnerable. She's coming from a place of love, right? What would love say? What would love do? right? Do that. Be flexible. Allow yourself to be the one that's open and vulnerable and speak your truth. Allow your heart to be shown, right? Always, whenever we can. What would love say? What would love do? Do that. Spirit's encouraging you to allow that to be your guide. I noticed something else when I was looking at this card. I don't know if you guys can see it. And you know what? In this light, it's different. But when I look through the camera, I see faces. There's a face there. There's a face there. Do you see that face there? There's a face there. And to me, it's a family tree. So it's showing love to your family. And your family is your biggest challenge. Yes, they are. They can be a pain in the ass. And that's why they're our biggest teachers. Because we're in this close proximity of these people. They're connected to me. I'm trying to move fluidly in harmony with these ones that are driving me nuts. Another thing I noticed, and I brought it out to show you, on my desk sat this, my tiger. Now, the tiger represents me as well. It's one of my totems, and probably one of your guys' totems. Look at the colors. It was what was holding this card up, and I thought, oh my God, there she is, the tiger. Now you think about the colors, and the colors are of the sacral chakra and the solar plexus, right? Solar plexus is the yellow, and that says, I am worthy. Yes, you are. You're a beautiful being, and so is everyone else. Try and see the light. Try and see the light in everyone. There's the light in you, but try and see the light in this one, and try and see the light in that one, and try and see the light in that little brat right there that's constantly being a brat. Try to see the light in everyone. And also I think about the song. I am a what is it? I am a tiger. I am dancing through the fire. So you may be dancing through this may be a challenge. This may be really hard for you to deal with. But she's dancing through the fire because she's a fucking champion. And you're going to hear her roar like a lion, louder than a lion, this tiger. She's got the eye of the tiger. And look at the eye. Let's put this in the light. Look at that passion, that love, that courage. That's what came to me when I saw it sitting there. I'm bringing all of these things out because, this is how Spirit speaks to me. So I see her moving in harmony. And they're telling you that if you put this energy towards, like, even just the loving thoughts. Remember the person that I worked with? It was so mean to me. And I kept sending her love anyway. And I shifted the energy. We can affect change. Bullies can be made over. I've been shown by Spirit that I have made an ally out of an enemy. And I know who one of them who it was. There is one, and the person is now my friend. And so it's happened a couple times in my life. This one was amazing, though, because this one liked the same guy that I liked. And he was talking to us both at the same time. I didn't know it, and she didn't know it. And she did something, and it was not cool. She took an email that he had written to me. No, that he had written to her, and she rewrote it. And in it, she wrote all these evil things about me, like he had said them. And then she sent it to me. She said, I thought you might, and this is after they broke up, because they weren't supposed to be together. And she sent it to me. And she said, just thought you'd like to know what he had to say. And I was very connected to the family. I knew the family. So and when I got it, it hurt me. It hurt me. I thought, wow, how could he say those things about me? It just didn't feel like him to me. That was the thing. This is you about using your intuition. Didn't feel like that was the kind of person he was, Even if he had done shitty things. Yeah, he had done shitty things. He had hurt me, but I didn't know the truth of the situation. So I took it to him because we ended up becoming friends. And he's like, I didn't write that. And I knew that because I already knew that when I finally got to him. It was years later. But because I had looked at the events that he was speaking about in the email, and the date that the email was sent, and the things that he was speaking about regarding me would not have happened for 4 more months. So you can do that. If you can get into somebody's internet, into their computer, you can get an email that somebody sends you, and you can rewrite it and forward it to someone else. Did you know that? I didn't know that. But it was pretty horrible. So in the meantime, they moved past. They had horrible things happening between the two of them. She did horrible things to him, and it was horrible. It was all over the internet. It was terrible. But in the end, I don't know, this person kept coming to me to try and be a friend of mine, and I met her, and I liked her. And I talked to him about it, and he said, she's had really horrible things happened in her life. She reacted. So it's talking about, don't be the reaction, be the action, right? And I didn't retaliate. And so it's kind of like with what happened with this reading. You know, they pulled it. They flagged me, and they did something that was not fair. They did something that was not true, right? And it prevented all of these people, they thought, from getting this message, right? But I'm doing the message anyway. You're getting the message anyway. You're getting more, and it's getting longer. And more people are watching it. And I say, thanks, bitches, for shutting me down, because of that, I get more attention. So what ended up happening, however, with this person was, I like this person. I think she's cool. And I never really completely addressed her, but she made a comment about him, and I don't say bad things about him. You know, I'm not with him, but I don't say bad things about him. His family is my family, and it just never felt like that was the kind of person he was. And yes, he did do a lot of shitty things, but whatever. He never retaliated. I never did. And she made a comment, and I said, oh, something about stalking. And I said, oh, well, you would know about that, wouldn't you? And then that was all I said. So it's over. I laugh now because people do stuff. We do stupid things when we're upset, when we're hurt. And maybe she still feels the way she does, but I happen to know for a fact that email was rewritten. I know what the events were because I was there. I lived those events. And so this person could not have sent me that email 5 months previous, having said all these things that hadn't taken place yet. So that one was my enemy at one time. She thought I was her enemy, but she realized I like her. And you know what? I like her too. I like her too. I'm her friend. And so sometimes people do things that they shouldn't do, and they regret it, and they can't get out of it. So it's kind of like, you know what? If it's within your power to laugh at it and let it go, let it go. It did cause me pain. And I know that right now this is happening again. Spirit says, you have made an ally out of an enemy. Somebody did that with my twin. I've already seen it. They literally had sent him something and said it was from me, telling him things that I felt about him and that I was in love with someone else and I didn't want him around and it wasn't the truth. And I kept saying to Spirit, why won't you show him? And I couldn't reach him. Why can't you show him? Why are you allowing this to happen? But it was because it's the same thing that was supposed to happen before. Through that inappropriate, unfair, wrong action, somebody actually realized, wow, they watched me and they realized I wasn't who they thought I was. And they chose to reach out to be my friend, and I chose to be their friend. And so in the end, out of an act that wasn't kind, friendships were formed, and the past is forgotten. And it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes, and we all move forward, right? I think it's amazing. And now when you look back, now with my twin, it's caused me a lot of pain, and I've been hurting for 3.5 years. And I'm hoping that this is now finally wrapping up like it did with the other, but it took a couple years for the other one to wrap up. So sometimes stuff like that has to happen. So if it's in your power at all to move in harmony with the universe, and if the universe is telling you, yeah, but that person did this and it was wrong and blah, blah, blah. It was wrong what she did too. And it was wrong with what that person did about my twin. And it was wrong what that person did on YouTube. It was wrong. But there's a reason. There's a weird reason. And we never know until we look back and see how things transpire. Why did it have to go that way? Well, because you know what? You wouldn't have connected with that person if they hadn't been stalking you. If they hadn't been stalking you and spying on you, they wouldn't have realized, shit, I need to change the way I'm looking at things. You know what? This is actually a good connection for me. This is something I need to learn. Maybe this is someone who didn't believe in spiritual things, and now they're, she's a witch and she's this and she's that. And now they realize I was wrong, and maybe I need to open up my third eye and look at things from a different perspective. And now this person has come over to the light. You know what I mean? So it's very cool that way. I love it. Let me look. Hold on. I want to look at her again. I always keep this crystal in my canoe. The lake gave it to me. Can you see the? Oh, I don't know if you can see the light sparkling on it. There it is. Isn't that beautiful? The lake gave this to me. So it stays with the ruby slipper. And that's another thing. There's no freaking lake in Sedona. There's one river, and there's nowhere to put the ruby slipper. So we're looking also, not only are we looking at the sacral chakra, which is the seat of sexual energy and creativity, and the solar plexus, which is I'm worthy, we're also looking at the purple color, which is Archangel Zadkiel. And Archangel Zadkiel, you guys, you need to look him up and his duties. He's been around a lot lately. He's been showing up. He's somebody that wants to be, he wants you to recognize that he's working with you. Okay, so then the next message we went to, I was saying, all right, so where do we go from here? And I wanted to have something. Woo, we're rocking and rolling. We're rocking and rolling. Hold on, I'm losing my position. Hold on. Oh my God. I gotta make sure I'm getting all these cards. Yes, I have. Okay. So then I went to the Dragon Fae, and I said, I wanna talk to my dragon. I wanna talk to my dragons, right? I'm a dragon, I'm an Aries dragon, my twin's a dragon, and I wanted to go there. So the first message that came out from the Dragon Fae was the whole reason I believe that what happened with YouTube happened. This Dragon Fae, and I looked at this, and I laughed because she's a mermaid. She's a dragon, and she's a mermaid. Look at her tail. And look at her best friend. It's a catfish. It's a freaking catfish. Of course it's a catfish. It's my twin. So when I'm looking at that, there's my catfish, and there's my dragon. Now, when you look at me, and now this could be you. I'm using myself as an example, but this, of course, we're talking to you. When you look at this person is scary. Look at the color of the passion. But this could be anger. This could be somebody very dangerous, right? You're thinking, I don't know where this person came from. This Dragon Fae, she's telling you, you are stronger than you think. So whatever you're going through, you need to remember who you are. And this is what caused the whole problem with this entire reading that got pulled. Because I was saying that my twin told me he was half Anunnaki. Now, people are afraid of the Anunnaki. He felt, and they call them the fallen angels. They come from Mesopotamia. There's a Mesopotamian rock in Sedona that I know where it is, and I need to go find it. I spoke about that. Whenever we speak about the Mesopotamian stone and the ones from Mesopotamia, the Anunnaki, there are caves that I found in Sedona, and Spirit has led me to. Some of them my spiritual friends have found, and one by one the government has found them and shut them up. They've closed the gate, they've closed them, they've bricked them up. There are things inside there they don't want them to see, okay? Because it's real, because it's truthful, and people don't want to talk about it. Now, when my twin told me he was Anunnaki, half Anunnaki, it scared me. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm a light worker. That's freaking me out. I've spoken to you guys about this before, how in one of my dreams, I was searching under beds and under bridges, and I was going everywhere looking for, and this giant, I gotta show you this, hold on. The flycatcher is patiently sitting there on the, there, it just flew out. Did you see it move? It's on the shore right now, and it keeps coming back, and it's sitting on the branch. The flycatcher is the one, as I said, who clears away the riffraff. Okay. I just like that, seeing that fly. It's called the Black Phoebe, also. Anyway, I was searching underneath, and I see this beautiful Native American man. He's gorgeous, and he had long hair and bare chest. He was about 15 feet tall, and he always wore this big medallion on his chest, and I would see him all the time, and I would ask my twin, I said, I keep seeing Anasazi. Does that mean something to us? And he said, yes, it's the ancient ones. They're coming to guide you. Listen to them. So here he was again. I found out later who he was. You guys are going to laugh. And he says, what are you doing? And I said, I'm looking for the Anunnaki. I'm looking for the Anunnaki. I was terrified. Because my friend, even my friend Tony said to me, yeah, you know, that's not good. Anunnaki, that's not good. You know, they're the ones that are causing all the problems in the world. And people call them the reptilian race and, you know, all the kinds of issues and blah, blah, blah. And so I was scared, you know. And my twin, I got to tell you, when I first met him, I was scared of him. He's got power. But they are not all bad. And what this angel said to me, he says, they're not going to hurt you. They're here to help you. You don't have to be afraid of the Anunnaki. And I said, really? And he's like, no. But what I was shown myself the other night was my twin is not half Anunnaki. He's seraphim. Seraphim. We are angels walking on this earth. We are angels. There's many of us walking on this earth. We come from spirit, and we are angel bodies. We are not devil, fallen angels. It is Christianity that has made people scared and wants us to be viewed as we're evil and we're dark, and we're not. My own son doesn't speak to me because he thinks I'm working with demons, because that's what the religion taught us growing up. I believed it too. When I was told that this was going to be my work, I was terrified. I'm like, oh my God, no way, no way. I was scared. I wouldn't work with tarot cards. I wouldn't do a lot of the stuff. The only thing I would work with was an angel card, because I figured, you know, angels. But I was raised to believe also that I wasn't allowed to speak to angels, especially as a woman. There was only 144,000 that would speak to angels, and they were men. And if a woman was going to speak and teach in public, she would have to cover her head because she was less than a man. Well, sorry. This one is here to tell you, you need to remember who you are. Where you came from. You came from before, ahead, in many different levels. You came from lands before time before, from the stars. You're of the earth, you're of the land, you're of the sea, you're of the woods, you're of everything. You have all of that in you. Where do you think we came from before we came here? Seriously? You and people are coming against you? People think that they're going to stop the work, the light from being shone? You don't know who I am. I know who I am. I'm a mermaid. I am an Aries dragon. And I have a catfish as a partner. And he's a dragon too. And we know where we came from. We came from the stars. We are not fallen angels. You need to remember who you are, the energy that you have, the wisdom that you have. As soon as we start awakening to what we actually, who we are, and we stop the facade that others have put up, and the belief that we are less than we actually are, that we are not worthy, that we have been, all of these human things that have been told to us since we were children, and we forget. We are just wearing these human suits. This is just a role we're playing right now. And those ones that are doing that, that's the role they're playing. We all are brothers and sisters. That's why those ones coming against you, they're your sisters. That's why I don't believe in war. That's why I don't believe in killing. You're killing your own family. If people are acting out and they're doing things in a bad way, walk away. Take yourself from the negative energy. But do protect yourself and recognize they really can't hurt you. It's what you believe. You need to remember who you are. You're a part of everything. You have this incredible power within you. And you know what? When you reawaken and you remember your gifts, it can be very overwhelming. It's overwhelming for me. I have made things happen. I can make things happen. Because I'm a witch? No, I'm not a witch. Because I remember my power. And I was shown by Spirit, don't manifest in other people's lives. That's why I don't believe in, if somebody said, should I take up Wiccan? No. Anything that has a binding spell is not working in the light. I will fight all of you on that. The light does not bind anyone. That is going against your free will, period. Any binding spell, whether it's for someone's highest good, somebody goes, oh, I was trying to help them. Doesn't matter. Maybe they are meant to crash that car into that tree and break their legs because they were drinking and they weren't doing things that they shouldn't have done. If you stop, even in a good way, something from happening, it's like your children, constantly protecting, never letting them out, never letting them be hurt. And then the first time that something happens, they're so traumatized, they have post-traumatic stress for the rest of their life because you never let them go out. You never let them experience, oh, wow. They all just took off like a huge flock right then. God, that was amazing. If I could have turned it around in time, it was just this big black sheet that went across. So post-traumatic distress now. Somebody is suffering because you protected them so much. You would not let them, yeah, but they were special. They had these gifts and I didn't want anybody to hurt them. Great. Well, now they don't even know how to function in the world, right? Remember who you are. Remember your gifts. Sometimes people have these gifts and they don't know how to work with them. Why am I dreaming of things before they happen? Why is it that I see things and then it occurs and they're thinking they're causing it? No, you're not causing it. You're seeing it ahead of time because you have that gift. I see terrible things that happen. I watch earthquakes that happen. I watch car accidents that happen. I see things before they happen. I'm not causing them to happen. I'm just seeing them. I'm being given a glimpse because that's one of my gifts. I've also been able to do something very magical when Spirit allowed me to use my gifts. That man that was chasing me up the hill when I was going up in Idlewild, and he was on my ass the whole way, and I finally pulled over to let him pass me because I don't know if it was Lily or Liger that was in the car with me. They were already upset, so I didn't want to upset them going too quickly around the curves. And I wasn't going to go faster, and Spirit warned me before I left. Spirit said to me, there was going to be something that was going to happen, and they said, be careful. It's so amazing because I get it ahead of time. Does that mean I'm a witch? No, I'm being connected to Spirit. They're helping me just like they're helping you. So that's why when we get these messages and all of us, and I'm saying all this stuff and then it happens, oh, you caused that to happen. No, I didn't. I'm giving you a warning because Spirit's giving me a warning ahead of time to help you. So now what I did do was he went to pass me, and when he went to pass me, he hit the soft shoulder. He overreacted. He wanted to pass me because I wasn't going fast enough for him. And when he went to pass, he thought I was going to swing out And he overreacted, and he overcorrected himself, caught his tire on the edge of the cliff, and his car started to roll. And I focused all of my energy, and I swear to God, everything went in slow motion. But I focused all of my energy on him. And it was like everything slowed down. I don't know if you've ever watched movies where that happens. Everything slowed down, like drastically. And I focused on his car, and I willed it. And I swear to God, I willed it to move slowly over safely. And I watched him as he rolled in the car, and he watched me. That's what was so weird, as he was, and I was. It all happened in the space of 3 seconds, 5 seconds, but it felt like time stood still. And I willed the car with spirit. I used my energy because I am an energy mover. We can do this. We have this ability. We can keep people safe. Mothers who have lifted 3,000 pound cars off of their child. How is that possible? Going through fire and coming out without being burned. It's possible because you have angelic spirits with you, and you are an angel in a human suit. And I willed this car with spirit. They allowed me because it was helping him. And he landed back on his wheels, and he looked at me like, what the hell just happened? And I just looked at him, and I passed by. I was in shock for the longest time afterwards. But I know that in conjunction with spirit, my energy was used. Like I should have been toast. And I went back later to look at that whole scene, where it happened. On the highway, all the way up, of all the places that he was going to roll, that was the only spot, just where his car rolled, just where his tires went, that there was a ledge. Everywhere else, it was a sheer drop-off, and he would have been absolutely dead, off a cliff, off the bottom of the mountain. It was gnarly. So, in this message, Spirit is telling you, they want you to remember. Do not be afraid of your gifts. Your gifts have been given to you to use in a powerful way. Yes, you are powerful. You have no fear of the people coming against you. This is a powerful light worker, and you notice she's a woman. She's a female. She's not a male. So a lot of the clergy and a lot of the religions don't believe that the females should have this power. A lot of men feel threatened by a very strong woman. Why would you feel threatened? I'm with you. You're my partner. We work together as a team. We came in together. We're of the sea. We're of the stars. We're of the land. We're of the forest. Look at everything about this one. We're dragon. We're of the air. This energy is amazing. So she's here to remind you of your nature, of your roots, of your existence. And not be afraid of the energy that you have. So what's going on right now is they're asking you to be aware of your own soul's journey. And be aware of where you came from and what you're made of. Right? Soon you're going to start remembering. You will start remembering these things about yourself, and you'll have like a sort of a rebirth. And you're going to realize that you're a fucking warrior. Look at this one. Do you think that she's afraid because somebody on YouTube doesn't want this reading to be put out? Am I concerned that somebody in my twin's family doesn't want me to be with him? You won't stop. Our Father wants the twins together. You won't stop that. It will happen. Period. It will happen. Right now, Spirit wants you to go out and create. Look at the color. That's the sacral chakra. That's creative genius. They want you to go out and create. You may be right now facing challenges. I sure am. I don't know where the hell I'm going to move, right? Or maybe things that you're trying to work on aren't working out the way that you wanted to. But Spirit says you keep moving. You keep building. And you realize that your plans will come to fruition. This is all about what you have in your mind. Remembering. We're just walking around in this shell. We are energy walking around in a shell. We have a spiritual team. We come from the stars. We come from our Father. We don't work alone. This one is with his mate. She's with her mate. He's with her mate. His mate. So they want you to think about something now. We're talking about reprioritizing, right? Surrounding yourself with people who help you. We're talking about legacies, leaving a legacy. If you had 4 months to live and you were going to die, what are you leaving behind for this planet, for your children, for people? We're supposed to be teaching the ones that are coming up after us. There's nothing wrong with this planet. Look at this planet. This planet is beautiful. This planet is gorgeous. Those animals, there's nothing wrong with those animals. They're not vicious. They're not twisted. They're not fucked up. They're beautiful. And they're there for us to enjoy. We're supposed to take care of those animals. We're supposed to love those animals and protect them and be grateful for what we have. So what do you need to do in order to save this planet? Because what saves this planet? Love and care saves this planet, and the energy that we put out and that we admit. So if you're hanging out with people that have got a shitty attitude, that they're negative and they don't believe in this, and they're trying to dumb you down, we got a psycho for a president. We got a president who wants to blow up the planet. Are you fucking out of your mind? You're crazy. You're crazy. I don't get politically involved. That guy's insane. Guy's insane. We got people like that because they're not connected to their higher self. They're not taking care of our planet. So what do? When I go around in my canoe, I pick up everything that I can that's refuse to keep this planet clean. If you're hanging around with people that are causing you challenges, reprioritize. Get yourself around a soul family. Get yourself in a place where your energy can lighten, where you can tap in and remember who you are and where you came from. Take yourself to that energy. Be the light in the darkness. Sometimes you can't take yourself out of it. I can't right now take myself out of it for some reason. I'll find out why. But while I'm here, I'm going to be a light. I'm going to put on a freaking bright white shirt, and I'm going to tell you, I am seraphim. I come from the angels. I'm not calling myself God. But I am absolutely saying that I come from the angels. I work with the angels. Why do you think I work with them? Because I am part of them. And so are you. You just have forgotten, or you just don't want to believe it because somebody has told you that that's wrong, that that's evil, that if you're talking to, energy like that, you must be a demon. You must be working with demons, because why would an angel work with you? Okay, let me ask you this question. Why is it okay for demons to work with you, but it's not okay for angels to work with you? Really? I'm sorry. You're insane. Not me, Donald Trump. Okay, I have now gone through all of the cards that we did yesterday, and I haven't, I am a Canadian. Yes, I am. My name is Canadian Tiger. I love that. I am a Canadian. I am called a landed immigrant. Now think about that. I am a legal landed immigrant, which is what I am on this planet. I am a legal landed immigrant. I come from the stars. Now, not all of us are. I realize that. Not all of us are. But I am. I'm a star child. And I know the planets that I come from. I'm from the Pleiades. I'm from Sirius. The Pleiades are the ones who brought the dolphins. That's why Spirit always brings me the dolphins. Dolphin reminds you to play. I am a mermaid. I don't know if you guys have seen. I don't know if I can show you. I don't know if it's appropriate for me to show you, but I don't care. I am a mermaid. And my body is marked with who I am. That's who I am. So I remember who I am. I know the divinity of who I am, and I didn't know who I was my entire life. Ever since, but I knew when I was 7, I knew when I was a little girl, when I spoke the language of the animals. I literally spoke the language of the animals. I spoke to them in their own language. Now, you may think that that's insane. That's crazy. How is that possible? Well, my cousin Kathy remembers. I don't know if she's on this feed right now. She is my step cousin, actually. But I did. I spoke the language of the animals, and I don't have it back and I've spoken to you guys about this before. I don't have the language back because Spirit wanted me to learn what the animal messengers meant, all of them, not because it wouldn't help me to speak cat. If I'm speaking cat, I mean, it could have helped me a little bit sooner with Lily, but even with what happened with Lily, I needed to learn how to heal her holistically, and I needed to use my Reiki energy because I wasn't using that, and if I just spoke cat, yes, I could have probably helped her get better, but she was sick for me to learn. Things happen. That happened because I was supposed to learn to use my gifts. See, that's what I was talking about before. We've been given gifts. I was given that gift. I have healing hands. I'm a healer, and I wasn't using it. So I'm one of those ones that I was sorry, I think I almost closed this off. I was one of the ones that I was talking about. I wasn't given my gift to not use. So Spirit made sure that, when my cat got sick and my twin was suffering, I did everything that I possibly could do to help them, right? And with my healing hands, with the Reiki energy, and with your guys' help, and with Spirit's help, and with the holistic foods and everything that I was supposed to learn and work with, Lily was saved, right? So there's one of my gifts. I was a holistic healer, and I wasn't using my gifts. I didn't like Reiki. It was boring to me. It wasn't something that I don't know. I wasn't into it. I felt it was funner to read cards. I felt it was funner. I know that's not a word. It was more fun. But Spirit said, no, you've been given a gift, girl, and that gift has been given to you so that you can use it. So frickin' get out there and bloody use it. Okay, so right now I'm done. After I don't even know how long this reading is, it's got to be God long. And I'm going to do some readings for you guys. I'm going to use the Universal Love Deck. So if Sandy, if you're still awake, we can do it now, and we can choose several people. The boat wants me to go over here. The boat wants me out in the sun, so we're going to go out in the sun, I guess. Maybe I'll turn around so that my face is in the other direction. I know that it was probably prettier the other way. I'm sorry, but I can't see. Okay. Alex? Alex. What is Alex's last name, please? Because is this the Alex that demanded that I give him a reading on my in my inbox? I need to know that, because I'm pretty sure that that person's name was Alex, and I don't appreciate being spoken to that way. I don't. Okay, Sandy's taking charge. Sandy, are you there? I don't know if she's still there. I hope she is. Okay, you know what? Here's me practicing forgiveness, because I think that's who that was. But I'll give you a reading, because I said what I needed to say, right? Don't talk to me like that. If somebody wants me to do something for them, you can ask me nicely. I'm not your slave. Okay. And if it wasn't you, I apologize. If it was somebody else. Well, the message is, he's going to be getting his message. Sometimes persistence, you know, what is it, you know, he'll get it. Okay, he'll get the message, and hopefully he'll get the, oh, and I did miss our last reading, our last message. That's sad. It was about the listener. The listener, I'm going to tell you it really quick. The listener is telling you that maybe it's a time for you to go into a quiet place. Maybe it's a time for you to go on retreat. This is why I spoke to you guys about, hold on, this is ridiculous. I spoke to you guys about the listener because, and I took you over to see Panu's tank, and I took you over to see Merlin's tank, because I was saying I wanted to get away from the noise of the world, and I wanted to connect with nature. And as I was speaking to you, somebody started jackhammering outside, and I said, God, I just want to get away from here. I want to get away from the noise. You know, I wanted to get out in nature, and as soon as I go outside, there's jackhammering, and there's cars going by, and I just wanted to get away from the noise of the world. And so Spirit was saying, maybe you need to do this yourself. Go to a place. Time to go on a retreat. Find yourself a quiet place, even if it's in your own home. Make yourself a sanctuary where you can get away from the noise of the world, because there's so many distractions and so many people that are after you, wanting you to do things, and you can't think straight. You're not hearing your messages. And then as I was talking, I said, you notice that these are moths, and the moth draws its mate through their pheromones. So it's kind of like through your light or through your works, you would draw the people to you, right? And I talked about this moth that I saw when I was in Sedona. It's called a hummingbird hawk moth. And I pulled up a picture of this moth, and it looks like her. They were each other's mate. And we were speaking about the moth totem, and the moth totem speaks about the art of camouflage. And sometimes you need to kind of pull away, and you've found yourself in a place of, you know, I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be bothered because everyone's all over my ass. Everybody's always at me. But sometimes you end up isolating yourself. Us that are very gifted, we do that. We end up isolating from others, and they're saying, yes, it's time to be gentle with yourself, and so that get out into nature where you can actually hear what your soul is saying, and don't talk, just listen, and hear what nature is saying to you, and you'll get your answers, and you'll understand what you're meant to do and where you're meant to go. If you get quiet again, go hug a tree, hang out in a place like this. This is beautiful. Can you believe that nobody's out here with me? The only boat that's gone by is the police boat. Amazing. Okay. I know I'm wrapping that one up really, really short, and one day we'll get it again. But right now we'll do Alex's message. Okay. So I should swipe the comments. Okay. All right. Here. The coot is talking right now. I think that's funny. The coot is the one who clears up the junk, who gets rid of the riffraff. I think that's funny. And he just was speaking right now. Okay, so I'm going to put the Universal Love deck back together because I did have some of the other cards here. Now, how can I do this? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how I can... I'm going to try something and pray to God that something bad doesn't happen. I'm going to try this. I've done this once before and it got really scary. I'm going to put... God, please be with us here. I'm going to put my phone here. Okay? Last time I did this, it flipped into the water almost, and I almost lost my phone. It was not cool. So I'm going to tie us up a little tighter. Please, God, don't let my phone go into the water. I did it myself before. Maybe I'll hold on. Hold on a second. I'm gonna hold on. I did it myself. I knocked it myself. So I'm gonna hold on to the. There we go. I'm holding on to the pylon with my boot, and this way I can shuffle the cards and you guys can see it. What would your totem be? We have all of us come in with the totem animal. I came in with the cats. I have a cat tattoo on my right hip. I'm not going to show you. It's far too personal. We all come in with at least one. It'll be one like the animal, like if you were a child and you collected teddy bears or bunny rabbits or even your old adult life, you've always collected unicorns. I've always collected, birds or whatever. That's your first totem, okay? And then once you recognize your totems, they will start coming to you as messengers, and they become either a temporary totem to bring you that message at the time, or they will become your permanent totem. I have thousands because I've been dealing with them since I was a little girl. But you will know your totems. I won't know your totems. You know your totem. Okay, so for Alex, what is the most important message for Alex? What does Alex need to know? Correct for neutrality on all levels. What is it that Alex needs to know? What will help Alex the most in his life? Or her. Alex could be a female, right? That's what's so cool about that name. It could be a girl or a guy. I like that name, Alex. Okay. I'm going to put my foot on the other side of the pylon too because I'm floating away. Okay. All right, I'll let you guys see that I'm doing this live. So it's the one on the top. And it's abundance. Okay. So, first of all, Spirit wants you to recognize the abundance in your world right now. As I said, when we're out here in nature, hold on. Oh, Lord, please. Maybe I should just leave well enough alone. That's more solid, okay. She's hugging a tree. She's a tree hugger. Yay! And the world is abundant for you at all times. That's what the universe is telling you. Look at the abundance. It's all already around you. You already have it. Be grateful for it. The heart of the matter is the earth. And they're asking you, if you could wish for anything that you wanted right now, what is it that you would wish for? You need to close your eyes. Let's all do this. That's all. I'm going to move this away. Hold on. There. Okay. Let's all do this. Let's close our eyes and let's ask ourselves, what is it that if we could have anything we wanted, what would it be? Take your time. Anything's possible. Allow everything in your heart to come out. Now, don't think about something like, I want $50,000. I mean, well, let's be real here. You could have anything that you want. Take your time, explore. Allow your soul to talk to you and start visualizing your perfect life. What does it look like? What does your perfect life look like right now? She's closing her eyes, she's hugging this tree, and she's imagining where she wants to live, who she wants to be with, what she's doing, or he, right? Here, I'll hold it like this. I'm scared of it up there. What am I doing? Who am I doing it with? How do I feel while I'm there? What does it smell like? What am I hearing? Because as you're visualizing, oops, I'm dropping everything. As you're visualizing, you're creating your future. Because what we think about today, we bring about tomorrow. So the universe says, think big. Don't think little, think big. Nurture it. You know, and watch as you visualize. It's like dream boards. Dream boards are amazing. You know, you put stuff down. Sorry, I'm picking up my cards on your dream boards, and you look at it every day, and your mind sees that again and again, and you think about that. I visualized this canoe until I got one. I visualized being on the lake. I've been talking about the forest. I've got a cabin that sits next to my bed. It's a lamp, and I love that. I am manifesting that cabin into my life. I will have that cabin in my life somehow, because I see that. So your thoughts are powerful. We have to remember where we came from and how we have the ability to create things. So visualizing your body feeling more invigorated, more healthy, and I have more energy, and I have a zest for life, and my skin's going to start glowing, and I feel stronger, and my relationships with people are going to be better. And you know, I used to say when I was all the while I was growing up, I don't get along with women. You know, I never really have gotten along with women. There's been jealousy issues, and I don't know. I've always gotten along better with guys. And then I realized I kept saying that. Well, if you keep saying that, it's going to be a problem. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to have relationships with just guys. I want relationships with women. I want relationships with and so what do you do in order to garner a relationship with a woman? Be their friend. Don't be the one that's hitting on their boyfriend. Don't be the one that's, you know, when I'm in the presence of a man and his wife or his girlfriend, I don't focus my attention on the man ever. I look at her. I talk to her. I address her. I love your outfit. I find something I like about her. I'm not kissing up and sucking up. I'm finding something to make sure, because I've always had a problem with people thinking, because I'm so friendly, that I'm hitting on their boyfriend or that I want their husband or whatever. And that's not the truth. I'm very, very loyal. I'm a one man woman. Is that how it goes? I don't even see outside of my brain. My mind is focused, and it only goes there. It never goes on your husband. I have no interest in your husband or your boyfriend, right? But they've had this feeling about me because I'm outgoing and I'm friendly and I talk to people and I think, oh, she's hitting. So I make it a point now to focus my attention on the women and put them at ease, right? Put them at ease. And I have now developed amazing relationships with women. If you see something about a woman, and I know, Alex, if you're a guy, you can do the same thing. You know, it goes both ways. Sandy posted pictures. It's her 34th wedding anniversary. 34 years. If that's not an accomplishment, happy anniversary. Congratulations. I would have loved to have been able to be with my twin 34 years. Wow. You know? And I'm looking at her, and she looks more beautiful today. And straight up, if you look at the pictures, she's way more beautiful today than she was then, because she's grown into herself and she knows who she is. I look back at myself. I think I look better today than I looked 10 years ago. I know for a fact. Except for, you know, I've got wrinkles now. But other than that, it's because we've grown into our light, right? But you're looking at Sandy and I'm thinking, her skin is amazing. It's beautiful. Her skin, and she's bubbly and she's vivacious. Say that. Don't be afraid to say those things to people. When you think kind and wonderful things about people, you speak those things. So you draw that energy towards you. So as far as abundance, whatever it is that you're wanting in your life, focus upon it in a positive way and turn that situation and use your alchemical abilities to draw that into your life, because you're the one who is bringing into your life what you are dealing with. That's why things always work out for me. I'll go through stuff and it gets challenging and it gets scary, but it always works out because I'm optimistic and I'm positive and I know Spirit's got my back. I say it all the time. Everything is working out exactly as it is meant to, with divine blessings for everyone involved. I'm going to let go and have faith because I'm taken care of. Peace out. So I'm not going to stress about who kicked me off YouTube, because look how amazing this live feed is, right? Okay, so that's your message, Alex. I'm going on to the next person. I know. Okay, the next person, I'm going to put you up here. I don't know how much battery we have, you guys. So... oh, Rose, go click out and come back on if it's freezing. Of course, Sandy, they don't like you because you're adorable and you're vivacious and you've got what they don't have. And see, the thing is, instead of attacking another woman for having what you don't have, get it yourself. If everybody likes Sandy because she's outgoing and she's fun and she's bubbly, well, why don't you start being friendly and bubbly and positive and optimistic? Right? Why don't you take care of yourself? Why don't you treat your husband like a king so your husband stays with you 34 years like Sandy's has? Right? you drawed it to you. Christina? Hey, Christina. Okay. Christina. When my camera says my battery is low, we're going to have to call it a day. Can somebody tell me how long we've been on? I'm laughing because I had what is it, a 42-minute YouTube video that we weren't allowed to share, and this is going to be like 2.5 hours. You're welcome, Alex. I like your name. I hope it resonated. And you know, sometimes you get stuff and it may not resonate right at the moment, but it will later. And you'll think, oh, wow, that's hysterical. That's what we were just talking about. So, sorry, I'm kind of like stretching up. I'm like way down here, but I can't do anything about it. You're a guy? Okay. Alex is a cool, I like those kind of names where you can go either way, right? Where it can be a guy name or a girl name. I like that. Like Roxy, or like, no, Rocky. My girlfriend had a little, she had a baby girl and her husband wanted a boy. And her name was Rochelle and they called her Rocky. I laughed. Rocky. But Alex can be a boy or a girl. Okay, correct for neutrality on all levels. This is Christina. Christina. Oh, we're rocking the boat again. It's so funny because I don't see any boats out on the water, but we're rocking and rolling here. Okay, Christina. It's the top one. The Mystic. Ew! Love that. Oh my God, hold on. We're rocking and rolling, I'm nervous. Okay. I gotta hold my phone. Sorry, I gotta hold my phone because we're going all over the place. Look it, I'm gonna turn you around. Just these gentle waves, and look how much disturbance it causes. Holy granola. Wow. Okay, hold on, I don't want to lose my cards. Ah! No, don't go in the water. Don't go in the water. Okay. Here's the Mystic. Oh, look at her with her blue. She makes me think of the planet Sirius. With that beautiful star in the center. Oh, I love that. So the color blue makes me think of Archangel Michael, protection, coming from spirit. What other things am I thinking about her? Look at that gaze. She's very aware. She's very aware. Clearly with that giant star in the center of her eye, she's awake. I'm thinking about that color. So the color, it looks like let's bring it out in the light there so you guys can see that. I don't know if you can see it better or worse in the light, but it's kind of, see this, it's like the cosmos. To me, it's like the universe, right? With the stars. I can't see shit. Sorry, it's either you guys get to see it or I get to see it. So right now I got to look at it. We're looking at the stars in the sky. So this is the universe, is what she's coming out of the universe. So it's asking you to tap in to the mystic within you. Tap into your alchemical abilities, the psychic within. There's gifts, as we were speaking about earlier, that are awakening, and there's going to be new ones that are awakening within you. So Spirit is saying that anytime, and this is for everybody, right? All these messages are for everybody, not just Christina. But next time you get a gut feeling about something, and it's kind of like just like a fleeting thought, they want you to pay attention. Because a lot of times people push away what they pick up, and they're right. They're dead on. So they're asking you to use what you're picking up daily. Use these little thoughts and these nudges that you get and in your everyday life. But especially that she's telling you over the next few days. There's going to be news that's coming from Spirit in a way that you're going to get it in a way. You're going to get it in a very unusual way. It's going to come in a spiritual way. Ooh, let's do it like this so you can see the lake. Something that's going to come into your mind. It may come in a dream. It may just be a thought that goes by, but they're telling you to keep a pen handy. I do it all the time. I actually don't keep a pen handy. I put it in my phone, and anything that comes into my mind that for some reason it means something, and maybe I don't know what it means. Check it out. Check out the web of creation in front of us. Do you see that? Oh, I see that stinky little spider, and he's caught so many bugs. I guess they got to eat too, right? But anyway, over the next several days, something's going to come up, and they want you to keep track of the thoughts that you have, even if at the time it doesn't make sense to you, because it's going to make sense. It's going to give you an answer to something, or it's going to give you a new way of looking at something. Here, I'm going to bring us back over here. So I'm curious now. So over the next few days, something's going to come up. I like hanging out under the dock, under the bay. What is it? Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the sky. I don't even know the words. Watching the storms roll away, the clouds roll away. The clouds roll away, right? Watching the clouds roll away. Okay, hold on. That was your message. That was your message. It wasn't a long one. These ones aren't very long coming from this deck. Unless I get long-winded with something that comes in my mind. Hold on, I gotta swipe you back. There you are! Someone else is out there. That's so funny. When you said someone else is out there, I got Brianna Craig is watching. It's been an hour? Okay. She's the observer? That's interesting. I agree. And she is can also be a he. Okay, Donna. Hey, Donna. Sherry, this is one fantastic talk. I gotta say, women, we need to get together. My girlfriend stopped by as you were talking away, and I said, let's go visit her. She said, yeah, let's do it. Or maybe come here. So text me. Miss you. Love you lots. I can't go anywhere right now. I don't have a Canadian passport. I've got to get my passport in order. I've been saying that forever. That's one of those things that I got to tie up. So now that my daughter's done my hair again, sorry, I keep drifting away. I forgot that I got to hold on to this damn dock. Just a second. Just a sec. I would love to see anybody because I got no friends in California. You guys are my only friends online. Don't I sound like a poor little waif? I feel sorry for myself a lot because I don't have any friends. She's projecting light from her eyes. She is. My twin is the observer. I call him the mystic. That's why his dragonfish namesake is called Merlin. Okay, correct for neutrality. Oh, who's next? Lori? Okay, Lori Lee. Correct for neutrality on all levels. This is exercise, I gotta tell you. Holding on. I've got I gotta show you guys how I'm doing this. This is funny. It actually hurts. I'm holding. So this is like, my thighs are clenched. So this is exercise for me today because my canoe keeps moving from one side to the other. So I'm holding the, like it's going that way and then it goes this way. So I have to keep us steady in the center and my legs are freaking tense. Dang. So here's my exercise right now. Oh my Lord. Okay, I gotta lock us in here. There we go. Lori Lee. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Lori Lee. Oh my God. My card's sitting in the muck. I've destroyed some of these cards. Why is it so dark? Okay. Because I'm sitting back. Oh, Lord. I wish I brought some lip gloss down here. My mouth is dry as hell. Okay. Lori Lee. Lori Lee. No way. Okay, so confirmation on the mystic. Pay attention, Lori Lee, over the next few days, thoughts that come into your mind. You are picking up on psychic things, and Spirit's going to be bringing you something in the next couple of days. So confirmation on that. So that's confirmation for me, dude, because I just got it twice. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in. Then I watch them roll away again, yeah. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. Oh, I want to sing again. I missed singing. This girl needs to go to karaoke with someone. I wish I could find. Maybe Trisha will go to karaoke with me. I want to go to karaoke. Okay. Who am I doing this for? I forgot. Oh, Lord. Lori Lee. Did I do? Oh, yeah, Lori Lee, because we already got one that was fake. Oop, this one. Hi, you little coot. Meditation. Okay, so this is a perfect place for you to be doing meditation. So let's do this. Let's do this. Because my legs are killing me right now. Let's do this. let's turn you around and let's do a meditation. Because right now, I'll give you the card again to look at for a second. Hold on. And yeah, you see this one, and she's all lit up. Look at the spinning in her sacral chakra. Ooh, and her heart chakra. Zing. She's got the light coming from her. And look at the blue aura around her. She's connecting with the stars. Sitting in meditation. Okay, so I like to do nature meditations myself. I do walking meditations. I look out, you know, I get quiet and I look out here. So I'm going to let you guys look at that instead of me. And what Spirit is telling you clearly is it's time for meditation. Your soul is wanting you to communicate with it. It wants you to listen to it. It wants you to go in and sit quietly and listen to what's coming from inside of you. What your soul needs to tell you needs to be said in a quiet setting. It needs to be said away from the hustle and bustle, from the TVs, from the cell phones, from the computers, from the noise, from everything. It needs to be said to you in a place like this, or in a place like the forest. Okay, let's turn around. Maybe you're going to be in more of this kind of a setting, or this kind of a setting. Wherever you are, everything you need is inside of you. Spirit doesn't want you to be distracted by what's going on outside. They want you to get lost in nature. So sometimes it's just kind of cool to look at the water, the reflections on the water. I like that. That's cool. Go to the beach, go to the forest, go out in your backyard, go to your porch, or go into your room and turn out the lights and put on a candle. Everything you need is inside of you, not outside, not where all the illusions are. If you're struggling to find an answer to a solution to a problem, or if you're trying to choose, you need to get quiet, you need to get calm, still your mind, and very, very soon your answer is going to come to you. That's what happens when you are in meditation. That's your message. Get your passport. We have ours, so maybe we will come see you, but keep talking, love, and I'll message you later. Hope you have a replay too. So good. If you're throwing cards, throw one for me. I love Donna. I've known her a long time on Facebook. If you've, babes, oh, you'd go to karaoke with me? I would so love to go to karaoke with you. Oh my God. So cool. I've known Donna do you know we've never met in person? She's known me for years on Facebook. Isn't that amazing? Soul family. Freaking awesome. And you know what? It's interesting about soul family. It's like those friends that you don't talk to them forever and you see them. It's like you just saw them yesterday, right? We hadn't talked for such a long time when we reconnected. Okay. Megna. Hi, Megna. Megna's had some really cool stuff happening in her life. Yay. Okay. Megna. Megna's starting a whole new life. It's very exciting. Hold on, I'll get you guys. You're welcome. Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. While I float away, I'll be back in a second. Correct for neutrality. Correct for neutrality. Woo. Okay, I'm coming back. I'm back. I'm here. How did you guys like the title of my, did you guys see the opening message to this reading? Because I feel like I got kicked off of YouTube because of it. Because somebody didn't like what I said about being seraphim, being from the angels. So I said, I'm here. All you ones that are afraid of this angel of light. So silly. Okay. As soon as I said that, the crows started talking. I'm telling you, the crows, they're messing around. They're messing around. The ones that are coming out of the darkness. Losers. Losers! You can't keep an Aries down. And not an Aries dragon. You're going to tell me what I can't do when I'm doing something that my father wants me to do. You got to be kidding me. Okay. Oh my God, you guys. 3 times. What are we not seeing in this? What are we not seeing in this? Somebody's very stubborn. I'm getting right now that there is somebody that is very connected. They know they're connected, but they're very stubborn. They don't want to give in. They want to hold on to control. And what's interesting is, yes, you have gifts, but you know the control that you have, it's an illusion. And when you feel like you need to control a situation, it's because you have fear, and you need to work on loving yourself. That's what I'm getting from this card, and this isn't for you. I'm just telling you that I'm getting this energy, that there is somebody who is actually psychically connected, very, very gifted, but they're not working in the light. They're coming out of the darkness. That's why I keep getting references to the crow. So somebody's coming out of the darkness and using their gifts in a negative way. And you know what? You're not going to win. It's going to hurt you. And karma, my dear, is only a bitch if you are. Right? So stop being an idiot. Recognize that we're all connected. Drop the ego, drop the pride, drop the arrogance, and start working as part of this team that you're on. You get to choose what side you work on. You can work in the light or you can work in the dark. Come out of the darkness and step into the light. Remember where you truthfully came from. That's what I'm getting from this message. I really am. Because I was looking at it all positive, but there's something negative that's going on. And there is somebody, remember when I started, I had something attached to me? There's somebody attached to me and they're too much in their ego mind and they need to drop it. They need to not be in competition, because that's what I got, that there's somebody that's working in competition with me, there's somebody that's jealous, and it's like there's no reason for jealousy. You have no reason for jealousy. This is all coming from a place of love. But if you think you're gonna fuck with me when I'm trying to do my Father's work, you got another thing coming. I don't give a shit who you are. So step out of the darkness and come into the light and join the group and join the party. Why be by yourself, right? Why not join the party and be a part of people who want to love you? I feel like it's somebody who wants love really, really bad and feels like they're ostracized or they're not welcome. But you are welcome. This is open arms. We're sending love out here, and we want everybody to join. We don't want anybody to feel like they're ostracized or they're left out or they're pushed aside. Okay, and now I'm rocking the boat again. So that hit a nerve. See, here we go again. That hit a nerve. And I think that if you can relax and realize that there's no reason to feel threatened by a strong woman, and there's no reason to feel like I'm going to come after you and bite your face off, I am going to tell you to smarten up. My twin puts me in my place. He's the only man who's ever been able to put me in my place. But he did it in such a loving way. You know? He did it, and I like that. I had respect for that, because I don't want to walk all over people. I don't. I am aggressive and I'm strong and I'm going to stand up for what I believe in. Right? And I'm going to do what my Father tells me to do, and I'm not going to let you fuck around with me. But I would much rather be your friend. I'm a really good friend. I'm very, very loyal, and I'm really fun. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, we're going over here now. I've decided. Uh-oh. Something of mine just went into the water. I have no idea what it was, but it's now gone. Whatever it was, it just went over into the water. So that sucks. But I wonder what it was. God, I hope it wasn't one of my decks. Something went into the drink. Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. I've just decided I'm going to do something different. Come on, get me over there. There we go. Get me over here. Yeah, because this is a lower level. Wow. You know what's funny? My friend just called me. The one that I said maybe she'll go karaokeing with me, and she just called me. Okay. Rock the boat, don't rock the... Yeah. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat, yeah. I rock the boat. Okay. You said you had a bad feeling? I don't know. Whatever it was meant to go over. Okay. This is your next card, because that card didn't work. Okay, so it's this one. Divine guidance. This is Magna. Sorry, don't tip the boat over. Yeah, rock the boat, baby, don't tip the boat over. I love karaoke. It's super fun. I connected with a guy that I connected with a while ago. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now, but he's hysterical. And I was going to go to the beach and I was going to see if he wanted to hook up. I don't mean hook up. I mean hook up as friends, because we went and did karaoke and he's a riot. What the hell's his name? I can't think of his name right now. That's offensive, I'm sure, to him. But if you see me out with a guy, he's got dark hair and blue eyes. He kind of reminds me of my twin. Dave Mathers. His name's Dave Mathers. He's super funny and he's super cool. Don't get the wrong idea. He's just a friend. But I think I want to call him and see if we can do karaoke. Okay, divine guidance. Okay, so you see, this is telling you to connect to your higher self, right? There's the moon, that's your intuition. And I see the figure 8, which is a symbol of abundance, right? What else are we looking at there? We're looking at the forest. I'm always looking at the forest, so healing. The colors are also very peaceful, right? The blues and the greens and the purples. Divine guidance. So, because you can imagine this as the body, right? You can see this is yourself, this is your body, and here is the knowledge, the intuition, the moon. The moon always talks about illusions too, seeing past illusions. So the illusion is that you don't have your own answers, right? Because your answers are within you. They're asking you for whatever situation you're in. Maybe you feel like you're in a dark forest and you can't find your way out, right? But sometimes, what is that thing? What is it? Lost in the forest, can't see the forest for the trees, right? The trees are maybe crowding in on either side of you, and you can't figure out what your answer is. You don't know the direction to go, and Spirit's telling you, follow the moon. Put your head up to Spirit. Follow the intuition, and because the answers are within you. Go with what your gut's telling you, even if it feels weird. We already got that. We already got that message from the mystic 3 times that something's going to come to you, and it's going to come to you kind of in a weird, obtuse way. But you're right in what you're getting. So they're telling you, follow what you're getting. Go to what it is that you are drawn to. Look at the way that this is going up. It's kind of like a candle with the energy that goes up, right? So I'm drawn to my higher self. I'm drawn to what feeds my soul. Where are you energetically drawn? Okay, so I'm energetically drawn clearly to the water. I mean, look where I'm at. To the water, to nature, to animals, to trees, right? Spirit's telling you they want you to explore. Go beyond your house. So I already said this yesterday to Joy. I told Joy I was going to do my reading in San Clemente because that's where Dave and I met up. And I just decided I had too much stuff to carry to do it there. But what Spirit wants us to do is go outside of our normal area. Like, you guys are in a different area right now, but I hang out here a lot. That's why I kind of come under places like this. I find weird answers and you know, I get answers by looking, and we're going to go around after I know most people want readings, so they don't want me to kind of cruise around and show you stuff, but I'm seeing stuff right now. There's elementals on that tree trunk. I'm going to turn this around. Like right now, I'm looking over at this tree trunk. Do you see the dragon? Right there, right where my finger is, and I want to take it away. There's a dragon right there, and it's holding on to the tree. Can you see it? It almost looks like a praying mantis at the same time. I can see many, many different animals coming to life. But what he's doing is he's holding on to the tree, and he's looking out over the water. So he's camouflaged, but he's listening, and he's holding on to something where he's grounded, where he feels grounded, where he feels safe, but he's paying attention to what's going on out there. Right above it, you see those, where is it? Those. I love those freaking things. Uncle Phil and I always look at those. What are they called? The fungus? And there's another name for them, and I can't remember what they're called. But there's beauty, not just beauty in different areas, but that you can go in, like places that you wouldn't normally go, like hanging out under a dock, right? You see stuff that maybe when you're going out on the lake there, you're not going to see the things that are going here. But there's elementals in there, and the elementals are spirit beings. They're creatures. They're attached. Oh my God, I see a really cool one across there. Wait, let's zoom in. See if I can zoom in on it. Oh, come on, help me out. Thank you. That one. Now, on that one, there's another giant being, and it's got his leg. See if I can hold this carefully. Oh Lord, it gets wiggly. See how it's wrapped? Where's my finger? It's wrapping its leg and its arm around the tree. So basically they're holding on to what's keeping them grounded, what's keeping them rooted, but they're looking out over the water. They're looking out over the water. So the water is your emotional, water is emotion. So go somewhere different, connect and get grounded where you're going to get grounded. You're going to get grounded when you're around trees or when you're around nature. And then take a look around and see what the messages you see that are around you. That's how Spirit brings you your answers. But you got to go somewhere that you don't normally go. And a lot of times you can do it at home too, where there are things that are always there that you haven't noticed. Whoops. Sorry, I almost lost us. Lord, please don't lose us. There we go. Like, oh Lord, I keep doing it. I'm scared that I'm going to kick you guys off. If I do, I'll lose this whole feed, and that is not going to fly for me because this needs to go on YouTube. So hold on, I'm putting you back over here where you're safe. Hopefully you're safe. Stay. Okay, so sometimes you can look in an area where you've been and you find your answers. Like I said, I found my here. All along I had my dog, which is me, and my cat. We were together the whole time. Oops, I'm upside down. Sorry, babe. There's my babe. We've been together the whole time, right in front of us. This whole time you were there, and I didn't even realize that you were there, right? And that was in my own house. So we can do that. But Spirit's actually asking you to go somewhere else and get quiet and listen to what it is that the world is trying to show you. And you're going to find your answers outside, out there, because your answers are here, but you're going to pick up messages from outside. So that's your message. Almost played at my high school. That song rocked. Rock the boat. Oh, that's funny. A divine light shining in a chasm, shining between two cliffs. Very cool. Looks like mushrooms. Yeah, they do look like mushrooms, but they're fungi. I can't remember what they're called. No. It looks like it's reaching for the water with its arms. You have to look close. Yes, it does. Absolutely. That's what it does. Isn't that amazing? So reaching for its emotional water. So maybe you're holding on to somewhere. You're in a place of safety. You're in a place where you're hiding yourself. You're camouflaging yourself. But your soul is actually reaching out. Wants you to connect with your emotional self. Wants you to connect with your emotional waters. So come out of the darkness. Connect with what your soul is asking for. Embrace what it's been longing for. I like that. Linda Kennedy. Okay. No, I like it when you pop in, Kaylee. I love that because you have an imagination like I do. You see things like I see things. I like reading. But see, there's elementals everywhere. There's elementals in rocks. There's elementals. I mean, seriously. I mean, can you guys see the golden retriever in him? I mean, me? Can you see me there? I mean, I don't know if it's just me. But every time I see that, it's very, very clear that there's a golden retriever. There's the ear. There's its nose. There's its eye. That's me. Loyalty, love, and friendship. That's me. And how come it's kind of like my twin, he's lost one of his ears, or maybe only one of his ears is up. He's listening with one ear and this is kind of down. So maybe he's considering, so maybe my twin is very alert. He's on the alert because you know when a cat, they'll sit there and they'll lift the one ear, or a dog will lift their ear up like that. He's on the alert. But these are elementals. These are actually energetic vibrations. Okay. Linda Kennedy. Linda Kennedy. It smells good out here, you guys. It feels good too. And I'm glad I wore this sweater because I'm underneath the dock and it's cool under here. You saw German Shepherd? Okay, that's really cool too, because then we can both be dogs. Then we can both be love, unconditional love, loyalty, and friendship. One's just littler than the other. So the German Shepherd, that makes sense then, because then he can be the golden retriever and I can be the German Shepherd puppy, because I'm the fierce protector and I'm the one that's going to rip anybody's face off if they come anywhere near him. If they try and hurt him. And I've got my ear cocked, right? I got my ear and I'm like, I got my eye on you, I got my ear on you. I'm paying attention. I'm paying attention. So don't you think I'm not paying attention? Or maybe he's saying to me, don't you think I'm not paying attention? I'm waiting for you to catch up, girl. I've been here all along. I come from the stars and I know who I'm at. I'm telling you, my twin's powerful. Okay, here we go. He's probably laughing at me. He's the most patient guy on the planet and he has to be with me. Hopefully he shows up in my life again soon. Ow! I guess he's gonna, huh? Soulmate. Ooh. And look at, you know what? The thing about this soulmate is look what she had to go through to get to the light. Do you know that the lotus, they have to come up through the mud. They're not planted in the most beautiful of conditions. They come up through the mud and they have to work their way up and they reach for the light. They reach for the light, which is their intuition, their higher self. And so she's reaching up. And look at the rainbow of a promise of good things to come after storm. Did you hear that? Did you hear the coot? Did you hear the coot? The coot is the one that clears away all the shit before you get the good stuff. It's like a little horn, right? And so after all this shit gets cleared away, all of a sudden she's going to burst forward and she's going to be up there and claim her prize. Soulmate. Soulmate. So, love. She's naked, she's vulnerable, she's exposed. She's letting everyone and him and her know everything about what's going on inside of herself. Right? When love calls, you go after her. Look at her running. I am leaping. I am literally jumping out of the water, following my love. Right? Search, no matter how far the journey takes you. Wherever you need to go, you find that one. Because somewhere, right, this is what they're telling you. Somewhere right now, someone is in search of you. Your soulmate is in search of you. And they're filled with longing. And whatever sadness or tribulations that you've gone through down here, this negative energy, it's going to be worth everything when you get up to the light. When you're able to kiss the moon. I told you I'm in a Pisces moon, my twin's a Pisces. It's going to be worth everything. So for you, until you meet within your dreams, I want to go beyond the dreams though, right? So if you're already with a soulmate, then it talks about a deepening connection between you and your soulmate. And it's also a reminder of, like what I said about Sandy when we started, 34 years with an amazing man. And he reminds me of my twin. He's successful, he's calm, he's quiet, he's very classy, treats his wife beautifully, and his wife is this vivacious, bubbly little thing. 34 years together. It's about remembering and paying attention to why did I fall in love with this person, right? When something's going wrong, you know, I was talking about relationships, how, I'm going to pick you up. I was talking about relationships and how you could take the same energy in a failing relationship or a relationship that's struggling. Maybe somebody has been away at working and they haven't given you the attention that they needed. But put your energy back into that relationship and revive it, and remember why you fell in love with that person in the first place. Start listing off all the qualities. Like my daughter, I got to tell you guys this. My daughter's in Canada right now. She's with her dad. Hold on. I'm gonna switch this around. I'm gonna let you guys look. So my daughter's in Canada right now. She hasn't been home in 8 years, and she's visiting her dad. And her and her husband were kind of, you know, going through stuff. Right before they left, he's stressed out. He's got a lot of issues with work, and they got up there, and my grandson was having trouble too. My grandson, who is a triple honor roll student, who's gone into junior high, and all of a sudden now he's having a really, really hard time. He's getting bullied, you know, because that's what happens, right? All of a sudden you're a young one in the junior high school, and you're now on the bottom of the totem pole, and he's getting bullied, and so he's having a really, really hard time. And this is my grandson. I'm gonna turn you around because I got to talk about my grandson. My grandson's a crystal child, and he's amazing. And I got to tell you, his mother is like me. And if there's anybody that's going to pick on that little kid, they better make sure that I don't find out and she doesn't find out, because we will kick their ass. I'm telling you, we'll do whatever we need to do to protect our baby. But we know we can't do that. He's got to be able to learn how to figure it out for himself. Oops, sorry. He's got to learn how to figure it out for himself, right? It's kind of like the parents who don't let the kids, get hurt because they don't want anything to happen to them, and then something like that happens and they are not able to take care of themselves. But anyway, they're up in Canada, and Trey is like in heaven, and it's so beautiful. They're hiking around everywhere. Oh, there's our battery. That's our first notice. Battery is low. Hold on. So we're up there. I'm going to plug us in. I don't know if I have any battery left in here. And he's so happy. He's videotaping and he's taking pictures of everything, and they're hiking all over the place. And I saw a picture of my ex-husband. We haven't been married for 3,000 years. My daughter, we haven't been married since she was 5, and she's 27. So I saw him, and we're friends now, him and I. We went through a lot. But I looked at him, and I looked at her husband, and I said, oh my God, they look so much alike. They look so much alike. And then I started thinking about them. And I said, not only do they look alike, they are alike. And I think about the males in my family. There's Jacob, who's Jewish, who's married to my daughter. Reminds me so much of my twin. He's an amazing guy. He's taken on, he's an amazing guy. And then there's Mark, her dad. And then there's my twin. They all have the same characteristics. Now, clearly, and she says, I said, you married your dad. You married your dad. And she said, I did. I married my dad. She goes, Mom, I just said that to everybody. They walk alike. They have the same haircut. They have the same work ethic. They're the same type of individual, because we're drawn to the same kind of characteristics, right? And I looked at that and I said, wow, Trey reminds me of my twin. Her husband reminds me of my twin. And I'm looking at my ex-husband and I'm thinking, everything's come full circle. Spirit told me everything is going to come full circle. And I'm back to the beginning, And I realized the reasons why I married that man. And I said, you know, I said, pay attention to your dad and look at your dad. She loves her dad. She loves her dad. And I said, pay attention to your dad and think about all the amazing qualities, you know, that he has. He's loyal and he's a hard worker and he's very, very concerned about his family and he'll always make sure everybody's taken care of. And yes, he doesn't express himself very well and he has a hard time showing those emotions and he can be very stubborn and proud, but there's a lot of amazing qualities. You need to focus on those qualities and think about those qualities when you think about Jacob, because that man is never going to leave his family. You know, he learned through what he went wrong with us, and he apologized. You know, we're friends now. But I looked at that and I said, wow, you know, I'm not a Jehovah's Witness anymore. I was when I was married to him, and so was he, which made things very, very difficult for us. And we never did anything together. And but all the things that my ex-husband does now are the same things that I do, but we never did anything like that together. And I said, it has come full circle because my twin is very much like him, except for I'm in love with my twin. And I wasn't in love with that man, and that man wasn't in love with me. So we get so focus on the positive qualities and bring that energy back into your relationship, and see them for the reasons. Oh, okay, you guys, my phone's going again. I'm not going to be able to do another reading for anybody, and I know you're going to be mad because I'm talking so much, but I'm sorry. This is the last card. Focus on the positive qualities of the ones in your relationship, female or male, and you will bring life back into that relationship and recognize the blessings that they are and why you fell in love with them in the first place. That's it, you guys. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I'm gonna save this. I can't lose this feed. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being with me. I love you guys. I do. We'll do another. You know I do these all the time. So take another look around. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for being with me. Peace, love, and light.